Alrighty, round 4 of the Renegade Open. We got a good game coming up for you guys. 2-3-0 players managed to come away yesterday unscathed. New Orcs versus Thousand Suns. This should be interesting. Okay, I heard other sounds. Sorry about that. Two players. It made a weird noise there. So if you if you're just tuning in, we were testing the stream a little bit, making sure we got some technical stuff ironed away. Some amateur still has his sound on his phone.
Okay. What I'm going to do is I'll take my war boss.
Yep.
He will be my warlord.
Yep.
And he will take. It's tough. There's not much I think he wants to go in and just like auto kill. So he'll take the relic for the Killer Claw.
Okay.
And then he'll take the Evil Sun's warlord trait, which is fallback and
So there's
on any
new
unit
orcs.
within 6 inches.
One of the things going on here is there's a lot of Ludas, and I believe the Ludas are going to be screened with the Grots.
Where's my?
What deployment do you guys have?
Hammer and anvil.
Hammer and anvil.
You see my like leather bag around?
Is that it over there?
Yes.
Okay. Don't forget to pick your primary Renegade missions too, guys.
Oh yeah.
You should have cards for those.
We don't.
We
Oh, you
have not
don't?
been given them.
Well, Dave is the man, so.
Here's yours.
You. They go in the middle. We each place them in our buildings.
Pretty much.
So,
Do
How
Ludas
many-
need line of sight to shoot?
they do.
Okay.
How many drops do you have?
11.
So you're gonna go first. Or you're gonna get a lot less than me. I have 21.
Yes.
So pick the sides. What I drop first. But we need to
Oh,
pick our
wow.
missions first.
Yep.
Um.
I have a feeling I know what I'm going to do. I just have to make sure I know I know if I can take that combination.
Okay.
Yep, I can. Okay.
Jeff is out of Lakeville. He's on the Lords of War. He's been playing 40K about 4 years. Giving away some top 3 in a couple events. Last one he mentioned was Con of the North. It was a team tournament. He did. He feels his army excels at the psychic phase and close combat. And with Demon Princes and Thousand Suns, I'd probably not disagree. If you have not, go to Facebook, like the Renegade Open, and subscribe to the Iron Halo TV Twitch stream. You can stay up to date on all the Midwest tournaments. The stream will be going to the big ones.
There.
Keep in touch with our circuit, what's
How
going
many
on.
characters do you have again?
Watch the top games.
I have 6.
Hear the
4,
top-notch
7.
sore throat commentary from
I have
myself
6.
and selected others.
Yep.
I have 7.
So Steven is a newly minted Warhog, the orc player here. He's been playing competitively about 3 years, but orcs for
Give
about
me 2 of
12.
the same ones. Give me
Yeah.
2 of the same ones.
Yeah.
2 of the same ones.
I think are you missing the other half here? You need one of those
Oh,
and
yep.
one of those.
Yep.
Okay.
And that's the one I'm doing.
Okay, mission picked.
Yep.
Sabotage and assassinate.
So Steven's pretty
Counterintelligence,
experienced
sure
orc
to
player from the looks of it. He has taken 4th at Adepticon.
Sabotage
He's done well playing at
and
ETC,
assassinate.
Yep.
back when orcs could summon demons.
No, that was demons this year.
Oh, was it demons this
Yeah.
year? Okay. He feels his army excels at the DACA.
All the DACA.
I don't have this sheet, guys. Yeah, packed it. Thank you.
Here's I think here's the next one right here.
Right. This is mine now.
As far as fears and phobias, Steven is not a fan of the Dark Crystal. Which it looks like there's a lot of Zangor sitting on the other side of the board, so that could be interesting.
And what's the hold per one called?
Sabotage.
Sabotage.
The one hold for 1 turn is counterintelligence, the one that I'm doing.
Yeah, you're doing counterintelligence and assured.
Yeah. The only way I'm gonna beat you is if I table you, so
Might as well go ahead. Yeah. So putting down reserves, I'm gonna start with 4 in reserve.
okay, so your first 4 drops are in reserve.
Yep. Commando, Snick Rot.
Okay. So
And do you drop first or I drop first?
I pick side, so you drop first.
I drop first?
Yep.
Okay. So you put 3 down then.
Cultists in the building. Everything is WYSIWYG.
Okay.
Well, as represented, I suppose. All my cultists have auto guns.
Okay.
The green cultists are world eaters. The red cultists are Thousand Suns.
Okay.
Ruins.
Yeah. Just hill.
Yeah, I
Maybe
saw.
impassable here.
Yeah. Impassable.
This is
line
going to be a
of sight blocking, so
6-rounder.
Fully within, +1 to cover.
Good morning, Niv
Never infantry. Just to
How
help
do you say
you.
your name?
Physical vertical distance.
Charles, when Jason gets
Or 3
back,
inches
we'll
of
work on
floor.
the sound.
Or 3 inches of level.
What did you call it? 2?
'Kay.
Just 2 up and down.
Yeah, he's out working on the...
I'd prefer it to be 1, but
What's that, Puck?
you have to if you're on stream, you have to not take liberties like that. This is gonna be great with shots of my butt.
All right, got Jason back from yesterday. Jason's going to get mic'd up. He'll be joining me on the shoutcast here. Also judging this top 2.
3 squads of cultists.
These guys are not down yet. I'm trying to figure out exactly how I want to.
For being
I'm
orc
probably gonna
and
just set up,
chaos
like,
with a lot of bodies, these
15
guys are
at a
getting them
time.
down at a reasonable clip.
Something to look at.
I like looking at things.
28.
We have now entered voyeuristic 40K, people.
It's an easy way to deploy some boys,
Yeah.
And
They come off the trays if it ever.
if it needs to be.
Yeah.
movement trades. I have not seen something like that since 8th edition Fantasy. But it works.
Or when you have 230 models.
Yeah.
Where's my over there? Here it is.
Is that a weird boy?
No, that's
No,
the
that's a-
Big Mac.
Big Mac.
Big Mac with
Custom force field.
kafoof.
AFF.
Your weird boys get +3 to cast.
If they're within 30 non-Gretchen orc models, yes.
Also,
Maybe.
Grots still count.
Right. They used to, and it was a little weird.
Do they perils if they roll higher than a 12?
Yes. This guy's on the bottom, but I don't want to lose.
All the looters are in the building.
Yeah.
So what is actually deployed at this point?
I'm going to, so they're probably going to be there.
Okay.
I mean, no surprise to you, but
Yeah.
I'm going to have them deploy after your army does, just so I can mess with any line of sight.
Okay.
So the stuff that's down, let's see. So you have how many drops?
3 are down.
Total?
I have 11 total.
11. So I've put 4. I need to put 12 down. So we'll do 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and we'll do 10, 11, 12 with these 3 grots.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
So the boys are not down, the Ludas are not down, and all the grots besides these.
Okay.
So deploy your army.
Yeah, we turned them in already.
Yeah.
Ben?
Ben.
Here you go. Am I on right now? Okay.
You're live.
You can hear me?
Huh?
Awesome.
Actually, you
Cool.
know what? I'm going to
Can
take a
hear you.
page out of your book.
There we go.
The other movement tray. Man. How many Zangors are in that unit?
30.
30.
Rhino. Delta Champion in that one. Dark Apostle in this one. This one has 8 Berserkers with chain axes and chain swords. Or 9 Berserkers with chain axes and chain swords. This one has 8 Berserkers with chain swords and bolt pistols. My sergeants are represented by golden pistols.
Okay.
The sergeant.
Sergeant just has an extra attack.
Correct.
Right? Okay.
But I don't like people that move it around. And then that's
Mine
the
are
one for
even
the
more
Zangors.
obvious. My knobs are blue. So
You heard it here first. Steven has blue knobs.
Yeah, I bought like 3 or 4 knobs in like selling their collection or whatever for like $1 a piece, and then I ran them in my arm and I loved them so much that I started painting all of my other knobs blue because they're so easy to find in the mess now. Speaking of, there you go. And it is a new codex. I'm gonna try my best to look up things, even if I'm pretty sure I know them.
Yes.
Um,
Because I haven't had a chance to look
Yeah,
at
Charles said he
codex
ran
at all,
145 models
Yeah.
yesterday, and he'll be looking at
oh
movement
yeah, I
trays.
have one in there as well. Yeah.
Oh, that's good, 'cause I'll take this one up here then.
I'll one up you since it's gonna become important.
So you have the collector's edition?
The index,
Ah, very nice.
because a ton of my stuff has to come from the index, and I bet people will ask about it. So
My only
You guys
thing
gonna
that
have to
comes from the
apologize
index is
for
my
my
war
scratchy
bolters and
voice
my
and
demon
occasional
princes.
coughing.
cheater.
I am battling some crud.
Come on.
All right.
That's
so
what
you deployed?
happens when
Yeah.
you teach
Alright.
kids jujitsu
I'm just
classes.
gonna play with these guys.
Dirty Kirby.
Characters are all down, so I can't really back up too much. But what's their with warp time? What's their range? Assault?
Yeah, and the weird boys,
So, 3-inch deployment, 6-inch movement.
they do make
another
barrels
6-inch movement,
complicated.
12-inch charge rerolling.
So like E8.
Yep.
But through a hill, so
If you're watching, make sure you subscribe,
basically
and,
impossible to charge turtle.
Correct.
follow on Iron Halo TV.
So
Also get on
I guess I
Facebook,
will
like
stand
the
there then.
Renegade Open.
So-
One of the premier events in the Midwest. Ran every year.
Only
By David
thing-
Armand.
I'm
Great
not a
event.
fan
This is my
of
first year out here.
necessarily
I will be
having
coming
Roger
back.
there, but I guess it doesn't make that big of a difference. I'm gonna use these scrats here to zone the rest of this out. Like me. So,
Explain to jump for me.
so it goes off on a 7.
Okay.
Check. I think it's a 7.
For sure.
So it hasn't come up because I add 3 to it. So
Yeah.
I usually like 10 barrels or something.
How many wounds does a weird boy have?
4
That
would
is a
be-
lot of orcs.
And let me write
Right.
down what my powers are on my list so that we don't have shenanigans.
Ask Cypherhawk, it's not con crud. I had it before I came here.
And I did spend 1 pregame.
Like I
You
said, I
want
teach
what?
I teach a kids jujitsu
This guy
class,
is gonna be a
and if you
warhead.
think you're getting away with that,
Basically makes
germ-free,
a
you're
horrible
crazy.
sorcerer.
Oh, so you
Them
can
little
get.
suckers pick their toes, pick their fingers,
Thank you.
pick their nose,
He is going
then they
to,
hug
and
you.
that's this
and
guy
then
right
yeah,
here,
then they hug
the
you at the
actual
end of
woodboard
class.
model.
So
He's going to.
Okay.
yeah, and it is pretty
Make
cold
it
out
pretty
here.
cold.
Minnesota is cold.
He has.
Thankfully, we
Yep.
don't have that Kansas wind.
Um,
And they got hills that actually blocks
this
it around here.
Weird boy.
Mm-hmm.
So-
I have Fist of Gork.
That do.
+1, or it's basically a diabolic strength.
'Kay.
Plus
But
2
can-
strength, +2 attack.
but
on a character.
On a character, yeah.
And then I
So
have
it's a little bit better than mine. Mm-hmm.
and then you actually have a big unit, so jump, warpath. Let's try this guy. He's gonna have.
Yeah, I
believe it's called
could
Decline.
see getting sick being around a teacher.
I remember that
Uh,
one.
I'll try that
I'm
one.
sure they're
I haven't
exposed
taken
to
it
all
yet.
kinds of drugs.
Because the crunch came out
germs
in
and crud.
chapter approved.
My
believe.
my
that one
shoutcasting
psychic
slash
power they
judge
had,
judge
wasn't it?
partner
No,
could
they
probably
had
attest
3
to that.
before.
Oh, okay.
And they
I
had to
wash my
jump
hands
and
fast
warpath.
as
Okay.
Yeah.
So
First thing
I have
do when I walk
4
in my
separate
house is
towers.
wash my
So
face.
I've
Yeah.
seen the crunch.
I taught. I was a
so
school resource officer and
warpath
taught there,
is-
and I'd come like I'd always have stuff on my uniform.
So
I had no
Warpath
clue
is
where
the
it came from.
bone-looking actual one.
And then, yep, this guy.
Yep.
And then we'll do, what is it, teal guy will be Fist of Gork.
'Kay.
This guy
Yep.
will be the crunch. And so
Ooh,
it
getting
makes,
breakfast brought to you.
does make a difference
Lucky
because
guy.
this guy right here does
Mm-hmm.
not get +1 to his advance
Is his
and
birthday?
charge.
Oh,
Okay.
is this the one?
Advance
This is
movement
the
and
one,
charge.
isn't it?
Oh, because
He's
he's
old
bad
now.
moons?
That's what he
No,
said
he's
yesterday.
evil sons,
Oh,
so
okay.
he can get fixed by this, but he's in
That's
a
what he
mixed
said.
attachment.
Ah.
And I
So
was like,
I have a
was
mixed
like, I'm
attachment
46, I don't
with
feel old. And he's like,
this guy,
"Are you
so he
grandfather?"
doesn't
I
get
was
+1,
like,
but he's
"No."
not like so he can
Yep.
get. And then
Wow,
I have
got
one
that
with
going.
I think that's it for me. Let me make sure that you're zoned out here.
So far, these guys are pretty good at communicating with each other. What's going on?
Already set them up.
Yeah, like if you're gonna be playing against an orc guy, see the orc guy is organized.
Yeah,
and he's got trays.
I knew it was going to go into the building anyway, so.
Provisional deployments.
You have the same problem I do. Metal,
put these
a
guys
metal
Yeah,
thing
yeah,
with
yeah.
magnetized models.
Weird and unexpected with your deployments. I'm gonna leave them here, and it's all in the interest of saving.
All right. I think
It's really nice to be.
I'm gonna try to zone out with just.
Well, that's my
rats.
take too. You hear about people
Not sure.
complaining about having that many models not being able to play on time.
Alright.
I just think you just got to
You
have a
guys are in
plan to
reserve?
play
Yeah, I
that
think
many
that's it.
models.
Yeah.
You
I've
guys
played
asked
games with
+1?
hundreds of cultists.
Yep.
Not as much as
And the
last
same
round. You
principle.
had 4
The
guys.
cultists were on trays.
Yeah.
I had an idea where they were going. I
3,
told my partner
5.
or the player I was going
Wanna go
against what was
first?
going on.
Yes.
Okay. I think I might try to seize.
Almost.
Good luck, man.
All right.
Same to you.
Looks like Thousand Suns get to go first.
Yeah.
All
but
right.
it's like the guys coming back, you see that your opponent is. You see that he's organized.
I'm gonna get my
Then when he starts
CP
to
counter?
say to you, hey,
Yep.
look, I'm gonna make a provisional deployment here. You can either
my
be a
you
jerk,
guys are gonna be
and then
mad.
all of a
I actually
sudden
have like a
everything
fancy
slows
one
way
they made
back
for
down,
me,
and you're
but
like, okay, I get what you're trying to do
never keep
here,
track of it.
And then he's like,
Yeah,
hey,
no.
like, so I won't go anything crazy. My orc boys.
I have this guy.
There you go.
And if you
Alright.
say yes to that, you just
Shit.
saved yourself 5 minutes.
I stole this from my last opponent.
What'd you do that for?
I don't know. I'm terrible. I have one that looks really similar.
Cultures are going to advance.
They have the endpoint tray thing set up. Written on it.
I didn't see it, but I just had bacon and eggs delivered. So
Oh, we do. Okay, let's just use that. All right.
yeah, if you guys could use the
Yeah.
the one on the table, because
It's on
it
camera, though.
it shows on the
Yeah.
camera.
No, that makes sense.
Awesome, thank you.
I'll be player 1 because it's already at 12.
Okay, sounds good. I'm going to be at 15.
And you're going first too, so that's.
Or I'm 17 rather. I spent 1 on making a weird boy into a warped.
Those
And-
cultists are going to advance too.
So where you guys at on command points?
I'm at 17. He's at
12.
12.
Okay.
Had 13.
I had 18. And not listed on there, my war boss has Dakilla Claw.
Okay.
So cool.
Duh. Yeah, speak like a proper orc, huh?
Duh.
So
I do want to thank Steven for not being an obnoxious orc player. So
Yet.
Yeah.
give him a turn.
Wait until I'm advancing and charging. Then
Okay,
we'll see.
is that it? Might have the first wog thrown up on the stream.
So the stick rot, who's he running with? Is he running by himself? Running with commandos.
Yeah, he doesn't give them any buffs. He's just an awesome character.
Because he's Blood Axe and they're evil sons.
Yeah, he
Okay.
can't help them.
And you don't think it's worth taking that those evil sons are gonna run with him and.
They don't get the +1, and I've made a lot of 8-inch charges.
Oh, I mean, if you can make 8-inch charges, then you go right ahead.
Yeah.
Right.
Because otherwise they have to make 9-inch, and the only buff it means is that if they're Blood Axe, they can fall back and charge. But I'm evil sons, so I can fall back and charge.
Gotcha. That's cool.
They would be able to fall back and shoot, which like I've accidentally killed things with shooting with them, but like not plan on.
It's nice to see that a character not aligned with anybody is still worth taking. Break the bonus.
I don't know if he is, but it's the first time I've been able to play orcs in 3 years and have a chance of winning anything, so I wanted to take the cool dude. So
Fair enough. And I see you don't have any rocket boys. Do they not make it to the codex? As
the tank busters,
Yeah.
Ludas are just
Point for point's far superior.
yeah, they're against like knights and stuff. The tank busters are like they're on par, maybe a little better, but like you're not fighting knights every round.
On the table, your models. Just looking out for you, Nick.
All right. So they advanced.
Okay.
Moved. He's the only arm guard that moved.
Okay.
So that affects his heavy stubber, not his guns.
Better predators. Yeah. That's
Yep.
true.
Stable firing platform.
Better predators with an invul.
Yeah.
Quiet. Predators were implemented very early in 8th edition.
And I
Gonna
wanted to
go
use
with
kill shot so bad.
End of my movement phase.
And kill shot worked out for me in a lot of games.
I have
And
no
then
idea
the
what
meta
you're
just
doing. I
changed
need
so
you to
much that
explain.
like if you put a
Uh,
predator in, just smoke it off the board.
Yeah, no,
You can move those dice out of my way.
Yeah.
Here comes the nastiness.
Yeah.
Dark crystal action.
I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of your grot screen.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Thank you.
yeah, no, all of the marine tanks on both sides, right? Yeah,
I'm actually gonna put them out now.
Space
Yeah.
Marines.
I think
It'll,
I have to.
it'll
Heretical
matter
and
for piling
non-heretical?
in.
Yep.
They could stand some love.
I'm gonna do that every time now, because it's so much easier just to
Right?
grab the tray and.
Yeah.
But I
no,
don't know what that love would be.
it's like
They've almost constantly gotten points adjusted forward, which is
Well, you can't
which is a kind of
points
love.
adjust them too much more. So
I'll
Oh my
need
goodness.
8 inches because I got a briar horn.
I love you, David.
You know how it
Okay.
goes.
I know how it goes. Surprised you're not going after the boys. Don't want any part of that.
Don't want any part of that.
I don't want any part of it.
I want your looters to die faster.
Why you gotta get the looters?
Because if they don't die, they will die faster.
Yeah.
You got a little ways to get at 'em with like 500 attacks, so there you go. Here's some Zangors.
All right. Sounds good.
Psychic.
you guys saw it coming. Mass of Zangors in the face, round one. Turn one. If Jason and I get quiet, David stuffed our face with some donuts.
Work out this morning or something?
Worked out last night.
Did you lift free weights or something?
I did actually. I did go. I can take the good feelings.
Oh, I misplayed that really. Okay. Good talk.
Did you move away from your warp time guy?
No, he's right here. I wasn't planning on warp timing them
Oh,
anyways.
okay.
No.
What
He's
do you, dude? Come on. What do you want to do? Just
I'm thinking
don't
about
stress it. Don't stress about misplay. What do you like? Move the guy to where you want to go if you need it.
Okay. This guy would have been over here.
Okay.
I love you long time. All right.
like I'm playing this codex for the first
Glamour of
time.
Zinch.
I'm gonna take
on the
some
Zangors.
some take backs. I'm gonna need some. 8 goes off.
Yep.
Right? I am.
Weaver of Fates in them as well.
That's not gonna do it.
And then Prescience on them as well. I'm fighting grouse. I don't need to hit any better.
Yeah. There you go. I was like, whoa.
So it's 2 powers. Then I'll smite, which I think will be the Grouts.
I actually think you're out of range.
Yep,
Yeah. And out of line of sight.
Barely. Okay. He can, however, see the boys, and he is a little closer.
Sure.
Yep. He's within 24.
Can you see this guy? I don't know if it's gonna be closer though.
I don't think so. He's there. Grout's farther back than this boy.
Yeah.
Here.
All right.
So
go for
smite. Goes off 10.
it. You got the fuck out of that smite. Yeah. Go for it.
1.
6 of feel no pain. Fail. And the first boy is down.
Smite from the shaman. Goes off.
That's from
The shaman.
him. All right. So the other boy squad.
This boy squad.
Okay. You die. So I have my bases with rings on them.
'Kay.
And what I do is I keep them on this so we can keep track of morale for this turn,
Yep.
and then I put them away at the end of the turn.
Sounds good.
The only way to. I've gotten all my turns in.
Yeah, good.
Usually by concedes, but
I wonder if I should do this just for the no. They advanced.
I picked hold 1 at the end of every turn and kill characters, and he killed the hold the one thing once and get all the points, and then kill victory points.
Kill everything.
So we're using every mission at Renegades right now.
That'll be smite there.
Sure.
David already took him.
You may be out of line of sight there.
Where were you, Jason?
Oh, there's a big building in my way.
Was it actually streaming right on?
Well, he can't see that one, but he can see that one.
Is he within 24 then? That's the only. Probably worrying way too hard about. Yeah. I don't know what I'm talking. Just kill 2 boys. There you go. 2 boys.
Thank you. And then, I want to more
Thanks.
time that.
I mean, if you're
Those are
watching and you're
those are
thinking about
shooters.
playing orcs, and you're not willing to
No.
go to this level of organization in terms of like paint marking and banding and having a place to stage your casualties.
He's
so
gonna
you
warp
can
time himself.
calculate, morale at the
7.
like that, then maybe you're not thinking about playing orcs competitively.
Go back here.
That was Jason's nice way of saying
So you
don't
can't
be a
charge it.
dill hole for player.
Dill.
I have line better than them. Okay.
Yes,
Especially
I
if
changed
it's
all the
the-
batteries.
All right, good.
Shooting?
All right, commandos.
Sure.
And that's because why?
They're the ones that require like the most work. Done the most to make them like super obvious on the squads.
Combi Walter.
Nice.
Freeze. Both hit.
Yep.
Force.
Yes, T4.
Good.
5 up invul. You didn't death hex me, man.
Nope.
6 up, feel no pain. I'm good.
Warp Bolter. Hits.
Index OP-ness here.
1.
1. Make it.
Nice.
So these dice were marking what units weren't deployed, so we don't need those anymore.
Warp Bolter. On that one.
Sure. It's
1.
2 damage, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Combi Bolter at the Grouts and the other Rhino.
Okay.
Nope.
Aha.
Alright. Now the fun.
It is interesting to see that both of these lists, at least to some extent, are requiring or are relying
Looters
on
are
index
out of line of
units
sight, so
or index equipment, gear, and stuff like that.
this squad is about to
So
have
it'll
a
be
really bad
interesting
day.
to see because
is
at
that
some point in the
squad?
future, You have to assume that
Oh,
the index
his
is going to
arm.
go away. I'm not thinking tomorrow or
Um,
anything like that, but within a
his
year and a
whole
half,
thing
2
is
years,
stubborn.
I
wanna
can't
do
see
the
that they're
whole
going to
model at
continue to be supported, and then it'll be interesting to see how
unless
that
we're planning
affects
on
how
keeping
armies
it.
play.
Well,
Okay.
So,
GW's really
that one's
skated
good.
that line.
So 2 hits.
You know, like a lot of things in regards
One.
to bases and old models. You know, that people still wanted to use entry, or they wanted to make sure that they didn't have to rebase everything. You know, like a lot of the new orcs come on
Number counts.
32s.
Three,
And the
four,
official
five,
response from
7,
GW
8
was,
shots.
you know, you can use whatever they
It's
came
almost
on.
like that's the average.
Yeah, and that's going to continue to be
Just
their
gonna get
that's going to be
price
their answer
increase
because
next year.
that is the answer that
Four?
makes sure that things stay selling.
Deuce.
However,
Yep.
if you're
Rank
planning to
eight?
come to Adepticon,
Threes.
this year
Yep.
will be the last year that you can have your orcs
Damage?
on
Gonna do
25s.
this serially
Next
here.
year, so 2019, you'll be able to
So,
you'll be able to keep them on whatever they're on.
okay.
But
One there.
next
so if
year,
you're giving them
The second
over a
one?
year warning,
yeah,
that's more than enough time.
so
And I'm sure it's easy to find adapter rings too,
Yeah.
which makes it not as big of a project.
and for example, we now expect things that have been based on 32s, like I think Bloodletters is a. Not the Bloodletters are like winning tournaments or anything like that, but
Number
they
shots.
come on 32s now. So you know,
So we're used to pulling it.
if 8th edition was not
Eight.
an
10.
aura
Oh.
edition
Fancy.
the way it is, base sizes
Dice
wouldn't
jack,
matter as much.
dice jack.
And
Not
number
the
two,
average.
if close combat rules hadn't been altered the way they are,
Like
kind of
these
simplified the way they are, then your base sizes wouldn't quite matter as much. And there are other ways that they might have been able to approach close combat rules in terms of
5 again.
determining who can fight and who can't fight. But the way they're written right now, if you run your 25 mil
Through.
bases, like you're getting like 4 ranks
gonna
of
get this.
Yeah,
blood
you get a
letters.
lot of extra
Six
attacks
up.
out of stuff.
And if you run 32s, you're not getting 4
Well, I've
ranks.
seen the
With that
difference. I've got a
five fail.
unit. I've got a blood letter bomb
Well, it's
that I
18
play with
minus
Mouth
one.
Legion.
I have the
And
infantry.
they're on the old size
Yeah,
basis.
yeah.
And one of my buddies was
force
giving me a
field.
hard time about it. And
Yes,
I watched
sir.
him play his.
Yeah, I don't even
and
know
he,
what
and
to
he
say
wasn't
basically.
nearly
It's something.
as close as I was getting as many attacks out of the unit.
Generally, it's like
Stubborn.
And
One.
as soon as
so I
they
have a
leave the
rebasing
force
project
field,
in
they
the
just, like,
future.
They
To
just
be
melt.
fair,
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's-
No, and it's it's what do I want to say?
Six.
On
Stay in
base
range.
sizes now, in some
boy,
circumstances,
Oh, yeah.
fall under modeling for advantage,
shots.
like more clearly than they used to. They used to like have almost nothing to do with it.
like you said, in the age of overlapping auras and 6-inch buffs,
5 again.
that base size
Seems to
becomes
be-
dramatically
seems to
more
be-
important
I
than
see
it
a
used to
pattern.
be.
Oh, what you do?
And,
then I seem to
so
fail
every
four of
year,
them, and then
it was there were a lot of questions last year.
Okay.
The year before, not as many, but last year there were a lot of questions. And there was a guy
Yeah.
like, "Hey, I've got a super
You're on a range
scenic
European
base.
Legion.
It's
no, I got
really
this guy
dramatic
back here. That's why I was.
for my
So yeah, I'm not a
it
coherent.
was a Blood Angels character. It was just it was
Alright.
a huge base. He's like,
Um,
"Is this going to be
that
okay?"
goes into
And the
both
answer
of those
is
spots.
like for something
Alright,
like that, it's
measured at
really well
13.
executed. It's beautiful. It's
Five,
great to look
7,
at. And so the rule of cool applies. It said,
13.
however, you need to have a base that's the appropriate size
hit.
on hand,
One
and tell a
wound.
guy like, "Hey, for all measurements or something like that, like this
I didn't get Weaver, so 5
play,"
up.
and
Pull one out of the
and
back
it
one.
should be fine.
No, I'll just take this front.
And it
guy.
was fine. Nobody complained about it.
I need
Um,
Nate.
Do.
But at the end of the day, like
That ain't it.
orcs,
And
the
I'm gonna
future of
use
orcs
Superman
is going to
point.
be
Roll
that
that one.
they're going to 32s,
That ain't it.
That
and
ain't
so
it.
they need to. As far as match
You just
play
failed his charge here.
I
at
did.
Adepticon. Oh. Okay. Well,
Or
I've had it.
man.
Are you ready for these ludas to come out of this building
I am.
and beat them to death?
Yep. Vigorously.
that's not how you do it.
I beat Tau without assaulting. What if
Yeah.
I chaos without shooting?
You're doing it wrong.
Don't push it.
Ludas, get him.
I'm just doing my best to get my codex nerfed.
Hey,
That will
Matt
be the
Bickey's
quote
bound to
of the
come out
day.
I know,
early and
it
everything's
really-
gonna go away.
It really will.
Yeah.
All right.
And GW has eyes everywhere, so they're watching.
Ludas in close combat. Oh no.
All right.
Yeah, if you are just tuning in, this is round 4
Okay,
of the Renegade
so
Open.
before
We have two
this ha- so
3-0 players. Both won out yesterday. Now the real competition starts.
Okay.
Got Orcs
Yes, sir.
versus Thousand Suns.
And today it is knockout style, but there's only 3 rounds with 16 players, so you'll end up at the end with 2 3-0 players at the end of the day. But it's gonna be battle points. Will be that first tiebreaker, and then I think strength of schedule. So it'll be a little weird, but the Renegade Open doesn't try to make people play 4 games a day or stuff like that, and so that means that at the end of today there won't be 2 dudes standing at a table at 10 o'clock at night trying to, yeah. So it's a compromise in terms of like the absolute clear winner, but there is a way to determine who is the best player. So
Jason, do you think that prevents submarining or helps alleviate it?
I hadn't even thought about that.
Rapid or auto?
I mean, we so at DEFCON 15 for 4 or 5 years now, and it's knockout style and we make you play 4 games so that you have a clear undefeated first place guy. The guy second is the guy who lost that first place game, and then third and fourth are supposed to play, but many years they just talk to each other and decide who would win and who wants it and who doesn't, and if they can agree, they just walk away and enjoy the rest of their evening. Otherwise, they play for third and fourth. This is cutting to a 16 and running it this way is.
Running away.
I just think it's overall better for a convention. Maybe not overall better for a tournament, better for a convention because that means that everybody from yesterday who was playing now gets to do. They're playing in an RTT. They're playing in other events. They're walking around seeing the vendors and things like this. And then as these guys lose, the fact of the matter is this: like if even people who would be playing in the second day of a tournament, if they wouldn't win by enough or get enough points, they would still drop, and that sort of really messes with matchmaking, pairing, and stuff like that. On that second day, when you just don't want to have those headaches. So if you have 16 players, if a guy loses, you know he's out, and he knows he's out, and then he can go get lunch and hang around.
Some psychological warfare.
He's gonna use his ludas for what they're not for. We did witness Dark Reapers beating Deathwatch in close combat last night. So why not have ludas come out?
Why would Dark Reapers ever close combat?
They didn't. The Deathwatch
And they actually
came to
won.
them, and the Deathwatch rolled 1s and 2s.
I don't
that
think
would
I
do
have I tried to not have dudes here, so I'm not going to measure from the building. I'm going to pick it up behind there. So.
Trying to do some cheeky stuff over here, huh?
Oh yeah.
Sneaky orc players. At least it's not Eldar trickery, so.
At least it's not.
So now the real question: did I do this right? Yes,
I don't know.
did. Oh, good job. You wouldn't have been able to declare them. I was really worried there was a dude like right here.
Oh.
You could have declared them and double swung through them.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cunning but brutal. There's the ludas. They're actually coming out of the building.
I'm really uncomfortable with this.
The problem is with only 5 inches, I can't really go enough. So I think I will have to go up on the second level. So no funness. Sorry guys, I tried.
You didn't try hard enough.
Well, they can't advance and charge or advance and shoot, and I'm not going to give up a whole round of loot.
Well, we had a luda tease.
Well, you make it sound like I have any Overwatch.
Just
Just have them declare and see how it goes.
And for those at home that might not know what's going on, he carefully marked the building. Both players are watching what's going on.
Then after
And,
this, I'm going to
after he's
double
done
check
moving,
to
when
see
he's
what
gotta
line of
move,
sight is
buildings
and
can go
stuff,
back to
but
where it
there's
was
some windows
before.
and things.
Couple things.
Yeah, the terrain is interesting for this round too because those flats that have the lower elements that have
Mind scooting those guys a little bit?
been played as the area terrain earlier
Crouch.
rounds, they actually
That's the-
agreed that they were
crouch.
impassable line of sight blocking. So that's a different
Oh.
one there.
You tried so hard.
And then the hills with the spikes on
Wobbly
them.
model, go.
I believe they're
Alright, so
just
what are
playing
we-
as
what are we
hills,
thinking with the
so
line
they
of sight
actually
here
don't have
before I
any
finish
area
this
terrain
thing?
other than the ruins on the board.
Well, this guy can't see
Which
anything
is
for sure because he's got a wall in
fairly
front of
stark.
his face.
Well, he'll have to see like this way, right?
Yeah.
That's what. So like this guy has to go this way.
Mhm.
These guys can see like the rhino is what I'm trying to go
Yep.
at. All right, so he's gonna have to go there. These guys have to shoot the rhino. Everyone else is good.
That little guy. That one little guy.
One little guy.
He's gonna shoot off.
He's like, guys, I
this
can't,
way.
I can't see.
I want to shoot something too.
He's like, guys, move.
Let me stand on your shoulders.
Orc second graders.
Hey, you guys.
All right.
Drop some goonies.
What do Ludas actually hit on?
5.
And they get explodey on 6s, right?
That's an important thing to mention.
All the DACA.
Really?
Those
like,
guys are gonna stay there. All right, so I
and
think
the
on
Orc
to
Codex will shake out
psychic
the way it does
phase.
in the next few weeks
Sure.
and months, in the FAQ, and see if
Give me
it
the
gets
jump.
touched on. But in terms of
I wanted to
capturing
bunch
the character
because I
of
haven't done
orcs,
that
I think
before,
they
but I think it's like
did a
12 inch
really,
range or something
really good
silly.
job.
It
Yeah,
did.
So,
Like Eldar players are like
okay, never
Eldar
mind.
players
So
are
if the weird
jealous
boy's
of
ever
orc
within range
players
of the
because
crunch.
Yeah.
sort of the depth and
Probably in a
variety
pretty
that the
bad
orcs got.
All
and
right,
the
so,
Eldar kind of got some.
These guys did not advance.
They got some stuff, and they got all of their craft
so what it
abilities
means is
applied
if
to
I jump
vehicles,
from
which
somewhere
is
and I don't have
amazing
range,
and over the
the
top.
war boss is-
But like
Oh.
to be
Seven.
limited to
That's what it
just
is.
those 5 really classic
so
craft
gonna cast
worlds
a
and
jump
not
here.
get anything interesting, not anything that's just off on the side.
Perils.
Althensar, Luganoth, none of
Good.
that stuff. It was a little bit of a bummer. Like just one more thing
So these guys are gonna
would have been
hippity
cool.
hop. Hippity. Hardly knew you. All right, and then on the range of Warpath, one of you guys has the book. for?
Warpath?
Yeah. I think it's 12. If it's not, I'll scoot him close.
Really think you're gonna need an extra attack?
That's a good point, but maybe. I don't know. I don't want to double swing. It's a good.
So they'll have 4 or 5 attacks on the charge.
These guys will have 5. These guys will have 4.
Okay.
I'm gonna hopefully be able to just
Alright.
shoot. Oh, so
Warpath
none of
is
these-
Warp Charge 7, friendly orc unit. Psyker. 18. Reading is good, Steven.
Well, reading is hard.
Okay,
That's
we'll
what I mean.
we'll
But
go
worth
over
it.
here.
Typical orc
I was
player.
like, well, it used to be like 3.
Like,
Yeah.
like warp time.
Yeah.
Except for me, it's 9. So just saying.
All right, so they go over there.
Jason, you want a donut?
Cast warp
You are?
You're welcome.
Up on
These
a
aren't
9.
mine.
Yep.
Like David brought.
and
I don't think I have anything. No.
I moved
Nothing
back.
with them.
Oh,
Yep, yep,
okay,
yep.
bro.
So first gonna start off. Yeah, so shooting.
Boosting
Your
phase.
president.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Just checking.
So I
Just
never
check
get
and
to
see
do
you're
this.
getting there.
Okay.
Okay,
Alright,
hit
no,
on
that's
4s.
5s.
Hots hit on 4s.
Slammer.
Oh.
Hammer.
Remember
Remember that time you let him move his guy from here to over there? You were like, that's cool. Yeah.
1.
Take it.
All right. Well, maybe I will need all these extra attacks. Oh.
Are you talking to yourself again?
Yeah, no, I do that all the time. Okay. You need to?
It's his job to hear you.
Okay. Can you hear me now? All right. All right. So I think I'll just go to Luda's.
Cool.
Crazy.
That's
Oh
each.
God. Can I use a command point to make you re-roll that?
I'm
Did you
gonna
roll a 3?
I'm gonna spend 2.
Did you roll 3?
I rolled 3.
Yeah.
I'm gonna spend 2. So
This is
that
where
I hit on
Luda's getting
5s and
real good.
6s.
Daka 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 daka.
More Daka Daka.
More daka daka daka. And it's an unmodified 5 and 6.
Unmodified 5s and 6. Alright, so there's 22 of them. So I'm going to shoot.
So that's 66 shots.
Yep, so we said these guys can't see or have to shoot at the rhino, which is fine. That's
That's their job to blow
1,
up
2, 3, 4 clicker back there. This guy has to go over there, so
Like I can, oh, you can shoot at that rhino.
yeah, I'm gonna try to blow.
36.
48.
Well,
All right, so this is how I've been doing it. So I have 22. I mark out like how many are shooting. So he has 4 right now.
4 Ludus.
Yep.
Okay.
He has 1.
Sure.
That Luda.
Yes,
Or
sir.
that 1. And then put 5. 5. So that's up to
And
11.
like
Up to 20.
continuing to demonstrate like
So
how advanced
then-
you have
So
to
smart.
be. He's declaring
2
his
more.
Luda shots, and he's marking with a die the number of Ludas are going to fire at each of these targets.
Very smart.
Yeah, and it's super clear.
Okay.
You don't have to go back later on and be like, oh, how many did
sorry,
I say
no,
we're going
it's
to
gonna
shoot
be
here?
112
And then,
shots.
and then
Or no,
it's not like you're
132
necessarily going to
shots.
fudge like what's shooting at what, but then the guy on the other side of the table doesn't ever have to worry about like, oh, I've got to pay attention really close and remember.
Right. Am I being cheated here?
Especially if Ludas are rolling threes.
We had
Big number
a
of shots.
bump in the viewers tuned in. If you're just tuning in, thanks for watching
18
Iron
minutes left.
Halo TV. If you can't, go subscribe
Yes,
to
sir.
Iron Halo TV.
Yeah,
Also
not
go to
5s and
Facebook,
6s.
like the Renegade Open.
6s do fancy
And
stuff.
while you're on Facebook, you'll see Flying Monkeys Wargaming. Like that
Oh,
page
that's
as
right.
well.
5s and 6s.
Jason Horn's making motions with a mouthful of food. Reminds
And
me of like a
re-rolling
young
one for Bad Moon.
orangutan. Not sure what he's after.
Give you another one.
I'm guessing he needs water.
Water?
Is that the universal sign for choking?
Is
Maybe
little
he
Timmy
needs-
trapped in a
does he
well?
need the Heimlich.
You need the Heimlich maneuver.
Fourth. Scissors shrink 7, right? Yeah. Horse. 8 damage. It's down.
So 8 wounds on that rhino. The first one. Okay, no, we're not too much to say. Just roll.
So
Hands
watch
full of
watch the game
dice.
sometime. Let it simmer. Marinate.
Was
Jason and I are
actually good.
professionals. We got this.
My
I think
second day
the,
doing
the
this.
Renegade dice are weighted
Pretty sure I'm not a
pretty,
professional.
interestingly because I had rolls very similar to that yesterday.
Coffee is.
That one wasn't as good. 3.
It ended
There you go.
like yesterday.
Cool.
You're not too happy with
It's
like how
actually the same.
they are, but what did you think about the sagas and the stuff like that?
Well, Sagas would have been cool if they'd been in my
That-
book the day I bought it.
Oh wait, no.
So-
this
That's
one.
right. That was the
Oh,
one. It
6.
was just a complete
So
omission.
Yeah,
That's
and
crazy.
So, all salt aside, as an honest GW customer, buying Space Wolves since the 90s, I felt like that book
Yep.
was kind of like just
That's only 2.
crapped out.
Mm.
And, you know, whether you got a book like the Orcs, like they were so meticulous and careful in getting
You
that
can
Orc
make a
book
battalion for how many points?
out. And I felt like my book was just kind of, just, let's get this out.
You have to think that somebody
Yeah.
somewhere at least got demoted
And then 1
for that.
minimum.
That
I don't
is.
know. Well, the thing is like, I'm paying $40 for a
There's
book.
the
Yeah.
minimum.
I don't want to have to go print something out on the internet and fold it up, put it inside day one.
Yeah, no, that's
You
great.
know, and so it started off wrong, which I could have done that and been okay if I thought everything worked well.
Mhm.
And all
Yes,
the
sir.
synergies, all the cool combinations I saw, they're so expensive that they're not viable at a
That's,
competitive level.
On
You know,
I think in
it's
chapter
rune,
two, we're
rune
gonna
priests
see
are
that
expensive.
unmodified rule come
90%
out
of
for a
the
lot
cool
different
stuff you can
things,
do in that book,
like plasma.
it keys around rune
It's going to be an
priests.
unmodified
You know,
one.
and
Well,
if you're wrapping up all
overheat.
them points in your rune priests, you don't have units to go out and hold stuff. You don't have bodies on the board. You know, so it's just
Okay.
hard. There was no place that I could find as a competitive player to balance bringing bodies
you
to
just
have
took
to go
half
out
of
and
'em.
hold stuff and be able to do the cool combination.
Everything that's in power armor that's not a Space
got
Marine, that's like a Space
7.
Marine Plus, kind of paid a
8, 9.
seems like it paid an extra
You want to just re-roll that.
extra
and then
tax
we'll
Yeah.
get how many
to
hits
be
you
a
had
Space
total.
Marine Plus. Yeah, I mean, I guess
Oh,
hopefully,
no,
like,
yeah.
hopefully
good.
chapter approved will make power armor great
Well,
again.
And I can play
So
around
9.
my shop
Then just
play
roll the
guys
rules.
that are
Yep,
garage
you're
gamers
good.
or casual
Nope,
gamers.
you're good. You're good.
And I can beat them
Yep,
up with
freeze.
it.
Okay.
But if I go to a tournament and put that on the table, anybody that knows what they're doing,
Yep.
having trouble with it.
You're gonna be neutered.
We get neutered. No,
Yeah.
no red rocket.
Yep. Full 8 from the back, except for the hole.
I think if some points reductions happen, but I joke with my friends and I called that codec hokey pokey codec because it was like you put the right foot in around this certain way, and you rolled a 3 this turn. You can.
Oh.
So it really felt like a lot of the strategies were worded that where you had to have like 3 qualifiers, and then you spend all this CP for something that might happen.
Right.
Whereas some of them, it's just like Eldar's intercept. They did get Space Wolves did get a good intercept strategy.
I think this
But
still could
again,
have been a lot worse.
You have to be near Ruin Priest. It's just
That was better.
Oh
It would've
yeah, I
been
was
even
talking
better
about the
had Weaver
best
actually gone up.
intercept in the game yesterday with the Eldrad.
yeah.
But I think the Space Wolves actually do have the second best one.
They do. It's good.
I think Space Puppies is one of the only armies that can function, power armor that can function on its own.
Do you? Well, we have a dissenting opinion.
Same opinion. I just think they're expensive for what. You just don't have a lot of board control. I mean, you can do cool stuff. Wolfen are great.
Wolfen are amazing. They're a
Mhm.
little. Oh, he's dead. Oh,
I think a unit of
well.
10 of
roll
them
for the
with
guys
Thunderhammer and
inside.
Storm Shields is a lot to shoot.
5 bros
Yeah, it
inside.
is.
Especially if they're
Or
coming
10,
off
sorry.
of someone else's board edge.
There's 9 bros in that.
Still no pain.
Please
3 up
don't.
invul.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, if you're strictly limiting it to the competitive scene,
Yep.
and especially if you're trying to make if they're not a top 16, could you bring them to a tournament? I mean, if you really like them, you could bring them if you're willing to.
I
put
think
up
you can go to
with-
a tournament, maybe walk away 4-2,
Okay.
Sure. I mean, that's a
and then
that's a
club
fun
a couple
weekend.
baby seals along the way.
Doesn't everybody get at least one?
At least one baby seal.
I mean, these two guys very likely their first round matchups were somebody
Baby
who's just here to play and stuff like that, and so they got to warm up on them. That's like figuring out first round pairings in a way that actually challenges competitive players is it's an ongoing mystery. Like that's what I was saying yesterday. Like the philosophy for mission design for Adepticon is that first round game offers the most opportunities for people to 40-0
So is that all the loot is
their
now?
opponent, because we want to separate
actually
out the
think that
people
could've
who
been a
are
lot
there
worse.
to play some games and the people who are
And you
there to
whiffed
win
over
the,
here?
the tournament, so that they start playing
Okay.
people who are there for the same reason.
It can be very sporadic.
Keep it high, like
Yeah.
Space Wolves. I tried to point out a brigade. What I thought could be a playable brigade. I just brought a brigade
Only-
of Space Wolves.
Only half the score.
And they were so expensive, I couldn't fill out a brigade with anything I thought was.
What is that?
I think
war
you
kit
could do a
on?
battalion, and have a usable battalion, and ally something else in, and have a playable list.
Can you
Okay.
do a reasonable brigade of Space Marines?
I think some people do.
Yes, sir.
I took to a team tournament. It was
Nope.
kind of an ATC style. I took
Nope.
took a Castellan.
Yep.
And a detachment Space Wolf.
Yep.
And Loyal 32. And I had a couple games
I'm
where
okay
I
with
clubbed some
that.
baby seals.
I'll take
And
the
then when
I'll
I ran
take
into
the Slugger
players that
boys
knew what they
over
were
the
doing, I
Joppa
just
boys.
didn't have the good
What does
stuff.
the knob have?
That seems like
Big
it
chopper?
would play similarly to.
I'm actually
Andy
contemplating
Gagnon
investing in an
from
orc
yesterday.
army.
Castell,
because they
and he
look
has
really
Death Watch,
fun.
which is
Right.
not the
But
optimal
I
thing
don't
to bring.
want to paint boys.
I think Wolfen are a lot more durable than Death Watch, though.
Early on, I did
I played
had a
against
list
a guy who had
that I
a
played, which was a
Death
Black
Guard
Legion
army
list.
that he bought.
Um,
It looked
and it was
looked
filled it
really
out as a
cool.
brigade. Yeah,
If
spawn
you-
or
if you
a fun way
do it
to
right,
fill
you
out
can
your
do
fast
three
attack slots,
wing.
for example.
Aren't orcs
And they also
supposed
had
to
the
be
added
32s now?
benefit of you could just deploy them way out in front and keep deep strikers out. Now that's
Oh,
when
just
turn
two
one
rank
deep strike
period?
was a thing. So you just have your spawn sitting out.
Really?
Uh,
Just do 2 ranks? Okay. odd, but
What did you guys just discuss? Interesting. That is
so I actually didn't know that, so that would have came into effect in my third game yesterday.
oh
So maybe they did that because orcs are supposed to be on 32s now. Right. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You can get it to get 3 ranks on, but
looking
I
at
don't
the
know why they
player
would put
packet to
orcs
see
on
where it says
32s
that.
anyways. The model itself isn't that big. Oh, still. Rank 4. Rough.
As where is this posted that you only fight in 2 ranks?
It's not. It was a Ben Sherwin physical ruling.
Okay.
Yep.
And he made the announcement to the entire room? Or okay.
Just an announcement by the head judge.
All right. That's pretty significant. I could see 3 ranks because you can get 3 ranks, but 2 ranks is a little
It's a little rough.
stiff.
Yeah, because that'll affect me. Oh, I still have to pile in, so that lives.
I mean, I suppose it really means that you have to walk up to things in a longer line,
Yep.
instead of just walking up as a brick and just being like, all these guys hit you.
Yep.
So it'll change the shape of your combat and make it a little bit more difficult. And then charge
It'll
range,
take a little bit more pre-planning.
right? Charge range will matter a little bit more because you need to make sure you get that maximum just to thin them out.
Okay. 40 attacks. Oh. Okay.
The attacks coming.
Rerolling. Oh, looks good.
Yeah, I know the orcs like boys the boys rules, and who else got it where if you have more than this you
Should've
get
been
that.
Okay, it's my birthday. I gotta interrupt this. We have a joke amongst my friends, and I went Gary Busey.
Okay.
Gary Busey was speaking in Oklahoma. My friend just sent a picture.
Yep.
And we have a joke.
You can
What would
pull the
Gary
horn now.
Busey do? And this is Gary Busey. Autograph this. What would Gary Busey?
To Bam. That is awesome, man.
Best you do.
Yep.
Be the best. It's freaking awesome.
All right. Then cool. Oh, yep.
Cody.
What I was saying about the boys,
So
the
got
fact that
1,
when
2,
they hit a
3,
certain size, they
4,
get an
5,
extra
6,
swing.
7,
Right.
so
That's
17
really cool.
attacks.
And I don't know like what you could do for Space Marines, but it seems like that could be a thing you could.
In the chat.
Think so?
I need baby seals to win first round. I don't wake up until like 11 a.m. and suck until then. I know the feeling, man. Gork 1333 in the
Sports.
chat. Daka and salty.
Cool.
Can you
Four
have
dead.
salty Daka?
And then I'm gonna.
There are a lot of Zangors getting pulled off the pitch.
Are ya?
do think the orcs have one of the best fight against stratagems.
Because
They can just do it immediately. A lot of the other ones read. Yeah.
Yep. It says immediate, right? Mine's at the end of the fight.
Whereas
phase.
like berserkers have to wait till the end of the fight phase.
For the there's 3 commands. One. Oh, yours is.
it is the best one. So it's
Is
3.
isn't the chaos one immediate too?
No,
it's
chaos
not.
one's at the end of the round. Chaos shooting one is at the end of the round too.
It is.
Which is
That
I
was the
got
one.
caught with that once, forgetting the order of it, because I wanted to. Well, I was saving some shooting over here, and I was trying to clear a screen so I could get to a character, and
Have
I
more.
wanted to play the stratagem.
Yep.
So I had to blow my good shooting at the rest of
Um,
the screen, and then
I
come
am
back
gonna-
around my Flamesh marked
Hold it a
balls.
little bit.
Yeah, whatever.
Your
Timing.
tape is- Yep. Yep. Oh, it's either or.
Wow.
Yeah, they
I'm-
have the
I'm
best
actually
one in the
kinda
game.
Surprised
Hands
that they
down.
worded it. They're starting to get GW starting to get a lot more with their wording on things.
It's only taken like a year and a half.
At
though.
least, even after the first 6 FAQs,
Actually,
where they're still
I
like,
could debate that it's taken almost 30
no.
years for that. But that's,
Alright.
Well, that would be on the assumption. That's like looking at old
Like, oh,
football stats.
yep.
It's like these
yeah,
are- the guys aren't
not
even
bad.
playing anymore. Like,
right.
technology is different. People are different. Like,
Yep.
They wore leather helmets back then.
yeah, who even knows if the same guys are writing rules?
Yep. Oh,
Yeah, their stratagem says immediately. They don't have to wait like us kids players.
he's like, eh.
Leadership 31.
That's what you get, I guess, right?
All right, let's see what we got here.
That's correct. Yep, from sabotage.
So this is get stuck in, lads. The the exact wording is: use the stratagem in the fight phase when it is your turn to select a unit to fight, or at the end of the fight phase. So it is immediate. You do fight
so
immediately,
So
but
technically, that would have been your. Like, yep.
yeah, but you have to do it. You have to do it before you swing the first time. You don't get to swing and then select it because it's when you select the unit to fight. So like you have to say, I'm going to double swing these guys, or you have to wait till the end of the round and then you could come back around and swing them.
Oh, I suppose, yeah, you could.
It's
that
when
way.
you select them. And again, if we're talking about like GW being more careful with its language,
Oh, so they would go swing and then immediately swing.
and you would have to
Second
say,
time,
and before
regardless.
you swung the
Yep.
first time, you would have to say, I'm going to double swing.
So you're more or less, I want to overkill this unit.
or you could swing it,
Right.
wait till the end of the round, see how things turn out, and do it again. So is it still the best one? It's not the worst one. I mean, if you're, yeah. But end of turn, yeah, you can do whatever you want. But it says when you select the unit, and you can't select a unit that's already swung. Like you can't reselect a unit that's already swung because it's not eligible. What did the chat
Oh,
say?
verdict's still out on that. Guess the rhinos.
Well, we know Phil Kelly is still
Trucking
writing
along.
rules because Eldar are still good. But yeah, man, I agree.
But does the Demon Prince want to get at some boys?
The pointy eared always get love, and then when they get nerfed, it's like some weird.
But then do
nerf.
I want all of those?
Like
or
you
do
know,
I
there's a
want
problem,
all
which
of
we
those,
do. Nerf Rangers.
characters?
Wait, what?
Eat a whole bunch of
I mean, the Eldar got some love, but
probably.
if you look at it, like you would fully expect all their distortion weapons to be spitting mortal wounds out, and they don't.
Yeah.
They're just high
Hang on a second,
strength.
we got a question about that strat. So let me make sure I understand this. You either decide your intent to double swing when you initially select a unit. You can't wait for everyone to have attacked and then have someone go again.
Why don't you go ahead and
And Eldar gonna
Right there.
Eldar. That is very true.
want to put a
Alright,
picture of that in there?
I don't know if I could drop a picture in there, but the get stuck in lad stratagem says use the stratagem in the fight phase. It is your turn to select a unit to fight. At the end of the fight phase, select an orc infantry unit from your that has already fought once. Fight phase. Fight for a second time. So it is pretty specific.
You have to declare the use of the stratagem before you do it.
Yep.
Now, it doesn't say which one you have to use it on, though. Just as you use it in the fight phase, when it's your turn to select a unit to fight. Let's say you're doing it that way. Do it. So it's your turn to select a unit to fight. You're like, okay, we're going to get stuck in, lads.
Pulling it out,
And
measuring
then
it up right
it
to the
says
edge,
select
and
an
then
orc infantry unit from your
retracting it.
army that's already fought once and fight a second time. I don't know. So because of the fact that it says just select a unit, that means that as long as you still have a unit that you can select. So let's say you just have 2 units stuck in. You have 2 units in combat, right? Unit A fights, and you see the results of that. Now you still have a unit that you can select, which is B,
So you still play the strat.
right? And you can play it back on A. So I think we're back to you can do it the way you want to. It's just you would at least have to have one more eligible unit. No, well, it's just if you only had one unit stuck in, you would have to use it beforehand. But if you have 2 units in, then you could fight A, see the results, and because you have another eligible unit that you are going to be able to select, you can't reselect a unit that's already fought. You have this one to select, you can play the stratagem, but you can apply the stratagem to a unit that's already fought. So yeah, if you have 2 in, you can use it the way that you can use it the best way. What?
The cheeky way.
The cheeky way. Yeah. And but if you only have 1 in, then you're gonna have to declare it ahead of time. So it's interesting.
Come on, Ludus. Come on.
He's got some berserkers up in there. Did you
Berserkers.
cracked
Sweet.
that rhino that was over there? And then did he lose any guys
No.
coming out of it? Lucky. I never don't lose somebody.
I always at least lose one.
Right. One guy.
Just
I still want to complain about like the perception I got so much love. Like seriously, distortion weapons.
Okay,
not
so
not a single one
explain
does
to me
mortal
how
wounds.
Grod
There's not
Shield
even a stratagem
works.
to turn distortion weapons into
Okay.
mortal wounds.
I'm just gonna ignore
Okay.
everything you said. Get wrecked.
Selective.
I remember like Eldar players bitching about that Craft Worlds book, and I was just shaking my head like there's so much good stuff in here.
for each damage.
It is a solid, good book, and without Inari, it requires a degree of
Two up
finesse to
Grod.
play well.
That book is still better than 90% of the books out there on its own without the Unari bullshit.
Yeah. So you can
There's
pull
an
from the
intercept
other
stratagem.
direction.
Yeah.
There's a move twice psychic power. They have hands down the best psychic powers in the game.
They do
How tall
have
are
that,
these
although they
guys?
cast on really high, like
Does it
they
go off
cast at
physical
consistently
representation
high
so they
numbers.
can't see over
Okay,
this
but
hill?
all their shit's +1 to
Okay.
cast.
Not
So
all
they
oh,
can't see over
stop!
that.
Just stop.
Yeah.
It's you can't say
Right.
it's higher numbers if everything gets bonuses to fucking cast it.
But
Yep.
yeah,
Shoot.
it's not everything. You can't just take a regular old Farseer and get the +1.
Ah,
And you have to
Never
take like a
mind.
Warlock Council to get weird stuff to happen, and that's just weird because it's usually just 2 dudes standing
Get,
around.
I don't
get
know
wrecked,
why,
Jason.
but
I'm
I'm
not
not
changing my mind.
I don't need to hold that objective. Why am I back there?
Tell you what, you bring your Space
Huh?
Wolves, I'll bring my Eldar, and we'll see who's
And
right.
your old are gonna win. But I'll
Don't
give
I
you a
only
game.
score the ones in No Man's Land?
You guys have to double check the mission packet for if you're allowed to score on turn 1 here. I've got it here.
Can't score the No Man's Land.
Yeah,
one until turn
someone in the
2.
chat defended me, Jason.
Oh,
It
really?
rerolls to cast.
Does that one
So it's high
score for-
numbers, you get bonuses, and you
counterintelligence?
can reroll that garbage.
Only one.
Yes.
One
Okay.
per,
So I got
one
4
per
points there.
turn. So
Don't try and minimize that, Ricky Bobby.
So that's already scored. They don't need to be there anymore.
you got to.
What? Yes. I was right. Go down the stairs. That's not fair. One stair is missing, so they can't all go down the stairs.
Oh yeah, so we're actually at the top of turn 2, right?
They're gonna advance. They really want. 4,000 suns. We want to get in the fight.
And they're still piling on, Jason.
Oh, hey, they
And
they
their
can pile on as
vehicles
much
can
as they
cast psychic powers.
want. Well, I
Well,
mean, it's not actually a psychic power.
their vehicles, their planes can cast psychic powers.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
The plane-
Well,
the plane
that's
guy?
You
it's
got the
been able to,
vehicle keyword.
it's been able to do that since whenever.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's not. It's
That
not.
doesn't make it okay.
It's a weird
They're in
thing.
the right
Doesn't
place
make it
now.
okay. And with toughness not being a thing, they got it all. If I had a new player
business
that
there.
wanted an answer for everything, I would hand him that Craft World.
But I do like the Biltan, man. Super fun.
I think so too.
Shuriken everywhere.
Yep.
And then a really small detachment of
Alright.
and I feel bad
Like-
saying this, but a small detachment of Wolfway Wraithguard.
I have so much Wraithguard at home.
It's
And,
the end in
I
Craft
love
World.
the idea of like ghost elves.
He's dead.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just that I think they're a little
I'm
bit
gonna go with
expensive for what
Paramount
they can do.
for-
The
They're
Craft
durable as
World
hell, though.
bonus doesn't really help
Possible is
Wraithguard.
rerolling.
Craft World bonus would help like Guardian Bricks, like the end in Guardian Bricks, like you only lose one extra guy if you fail a morale check, full. But that doesn't really help your Wraithguard,
Right.
Like not the way you want them to. You want them to have
So-
feel no pain.
Guy with the Crozius. That's not a Crozius. It's actually a Power Maul. That turned into the Black Mace.
And then a
Just saying.
little detachment of Rangers for shenanigans.
So
Stop.
Yeah,
More
it's
close
just a, it's
combat
just
to
a
work.
nice,
you have to be within an inch of a friendly
Man,
model, right?
You can do Banshees. You can do Banshee bricks if
Oh,
you want to.
so if a
They're
berserker's
not-
behind his
they're-
ass,
I like
it's
they're
I
okay.
like all
neutered
the
because
aspect warriors.
you can't drop in
Alright.
and then run them,
Period.
but they give
Got it.
pretty strong bonuses to
Alright.
to charging. So you
Yeah,
can
you know
drop
what I
your
think?
Banshees
We'll
in.
roll with
Nasty
that.
dropping in.
Well,
Fire dragon.
Demon Prince
Yeah,
is gonna put
Absolutely.
Demon Prince is gonna put diabolic strength on the Dark Boss.
So between Fire Dragons
gonna think
and
about it. He
Wraithguard,
thought about it
though,
real hard.
Wraithguard are fairly likely to still be there.
Yeah.
They're really hard to make pick up.
I
Then
think
I'll
if you
smite
camped
the
them on the,
boys.
if you're doing the ITC
He'll
first
smite
floor
the
thing,
boys.
you camped them on the first floor or something
Two.
close to objective, they're gonna be hard to root out
Yeah, no, that's true.
if you can find the points for
I just like that you don't have like Inari is really the thing that makes Eldar seem like.
Then we're gonna
because
do
it
Prescience on the
optimizes,
Zangors. from Aramon?
Reapers and
What's up?
But again, we're
The
talking
9.
about the bench warmers, the second tier stuff,
Weaver
Yeah.
on
and
that
it's still pretty good.
goes off
Mhm.
the 9. And Glamour.
Yeah, I can't disagree. I mean, it's another thing. Like, if you want to do Biltan, like, even though like the Biltan Craft World trait like really benefits the Shuriken weapons, so it makes it easier to justify taking
Yeah.
Guardians, right? But if you wanted to do that and actually run some Aspect Warriors, it's pretty fun.
In the chat, we had a Tanker 916. Anyone know some good models to take it out? Other than the
Thank you.
official GW.
Cromlech makes a lot of cool looking stuff.
I love.
But that's why I'm
love
saying
Cromlech orc stuff.
if the
Yeah, you got some
Berserker hits
amazing
the
things.
Zangor with the charge, that count as making his charge.
Hold on. What was the question?
So if berserkers are going to charge, the berserkers are going to charge the boys.
Okay.
If the berserker hits the or does that make his charge?
Because he's within 1 inch of the guy.
He's within an inch.
Well, yeah. Take it to Ben.
Because they're supposed to be on 32.
Guys, sorry about the turn clock. I'll have to round up Jason or try to figure it out. If I mess it up, I messed it up.
Over. People who just file.
All right, Jason, what turn are we on?
What's up?
What turn
We are at the sorry, it's still the top
So
of
we'll
turn
just
2.
do
It's actually
that
the
going
bottom of
forward.
turn 2 now because I think we're talking about charge moves.
Okay. We'll score again in turn.
And Ben is here and he's explaining the intention of that ruling about the 3 ranks on the 25 mils,
Makes sense.
saying that it was specifically for
Jeff,
people who are trying to run their
What's the
boys.
score?
Currently 0-4.
What's that?
He has 4. I have none.
And then so the second question that was still being asked is no longer a question. Is that right, Jeff? And Steve, the question about how he can charge.
So yes, my charge would hit if I hit a Thankor. Because I'm within.
All right. Niv
Yep.
Mizet
Got it.
should have.
Yeah, we
the,
were wondering about that because
we got
I
it.
was
The
checking
turn
the
2
packet
updated.
itself and couldn't find it.
So the berserkers will attack, being behind a rank as
Okay.
Thankor.
Guys, what are your predictions
Yeah.
for this game so far? What do you
The
think?
Berserker will-
Who's going to win? Who's
Right,
going
the
to lose?
berserker will
Do
go
you think
deep.
orcs
Dark
have the
Apostle can
advantage,
get right
or do you
behind
think
that berserker
the
and everybody's in.
Thousand Sons are going to be able to pull
Right.
it off?
We'll see. We'll see. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. We'll see. Yep. Gotcha.
Gotcha.
We'll measure it out when we get to that point.
Yeah. I just
Alright,
wanted to
where
know
was I at?
how we were
Right.
gonna
Yep.
handle that. So
No, you're good. I'm happy we got that out of the way. So he'll.
Yeah, no, I get it. Which is good. Good for you, Steven. Good for you.
Might.
Nice.
More.
I
so
got
yes.
Might.
two votes for orcs at this point.
All right, and the close combat stuff's been clarified now, so we understand it going forward, and it shouldn't be a problem. Everything's going to get to play like pretty much the way it's supposed to play. as long as people are engaging with the
Right.
game the way the game is intended to be, which is where when you push your boys up into the combat, you
Alright, I'm gonna
actually
start killing
get
some
them as
Ludas.
close as you can instead of relying on
I'll shoot
those
time
kind of
bolter at it.
shenanigans about how the fact that 25 mil base is smaller than an inch.
Shoot. For
That's
what?
cool.
All right, so turn 2.
Yep.
Let me turn my sound down here.
Yep.
Turn 2. We have about an hour and a half left.
Fingers will fire their imaginary pistols and stuff. Hey, they can actually get chain swords and blast pistols. But I don't know why you would take that over the -1. So, Warpolter at the.
So the discussion that was going on was there's been
Warpolter
a
at the Ludus. Take time with it. More. Oh yeah.
a ruling on 25 versus
Rerolling
32 millimeter bases.
Increase. At -2.
It's difficult to explain if you can't like draw pictures, but basically,
Go some arm. Hitting on first stubber, hitting on.
but it's resolved now, and it's gonna be fine.
Number of
And the
shots.
game's gonna play much closer way it's supposed to. So Steven only lost out on that one round of some more attacks.
I was
which-
contemplating that on my way.
Yeah, I mean it makes an impact. Hopefully the 4 Zangors that he
Steve.
didn't kill.
Check your
Wow.
mic. Keep talking.
Hello. Looks like he's
Okay,
only
I'm
gonna
picking
do
you up
2
now.
here. -1, right?
Yep.
So 6s. Okay.
So 9 at 6 damage.
Yep. And then so the first round, 2 grots die. 2 grots die. Grot no Luda.
Grot no Luda.
God damn it.
All right, Nismaret. Steve's mic was away from his mouth hole.
Second one. That one.
Despite my amount of talking. Surprising.
Already? Hey Ben,
First shots. 2,
This the
4,
third one?
6. Second one.
Okay.
9.
Oh, that was the
The first one was the.
that was the
stubber.
stubber, yeah.
9 shots. Increase.
Keep doing that, man.
Oh.
3s again.
All right, if you're
5.
just tuning in,
6s. Take
we
one.
are round 4 of the Renegade
Well,
Open GT.
Yeah, so I do them just serial.
Okay.
So
2, 3, and 0
Oh.
players going at it.
when
Steve
Luda
with
dies,
yours, Jeff with 1,000 Suns.
I'm just gonna do them one time here. Second round.
I'll roll one more dice.
No, because the Luda died, so I'm
Oh.
done taking grots
Yep,
for it because
that's
it's
right.
dead. So one more Luda dies, and 2 more grots. So that was it for that unit, I believe. I'm gonna start killing this unit, and then the last round. Goodness. So 1 grot and 1 Luda.
Hmm.
This strat's really important to roll
The Bears
2s.
099. Thanks for subscribing.
Twos are better.
Hard hitting.
Yeah.
And the last one. Stubbers.
Jason,
Dice
check
aside.
your mic volume.
Good. One safe. On the Luda. Number of shots.
Is this still
3,
really
6.
really hot?
A little better.
How about now? Nope, still. How about now? Nope.
Good.
Pretty good? Alright. Cool. I think I turned way up.
I was getting a lot of feedback when you thought.
My bad.
I'm an idiot.
So good at this.
I was supposed to walk my KFF over there so I could get 5 ups, which would have made a difference. All right, so 3 grots.
So Steven
3
has
grots.
lost. Looks like 1, 2,
3 grots,
3,
so
4.
9.
Looks like
Okay.
at least
So-
4 Ludas.
4, 6, 7, 8, 9. There we go. Okay.
The drop shields.
Little, yeah. All right. Yeah, I've lost 5 grots.
How many Ludas did I kill?
5. I mean, that's
respectable.
90 points. Like
But that's potentially got
30 shots.
30 shots. So
Yeah, it's
basically
basically
salts
killed an armor.
now, I believe.
Okay.
Yep. Go with the Zerkers first.
Good.
They're angry.
They accurately are.
Oh, this is actually tackling.
Yep. We're going to actually use. All right, so these 2 units died totally, so I have 1 morale.
To the guys who are close. He's within an inch of.
No,
Base.
you're a different squad. You have the same squad. So you got to see maybe.
Well, he's still. I moved him. So he's still within coherence.
Yep.
So that's all I really care about right now. I'll pile in later because I want to leave.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was saying is because you can't swing through your own squad. That's why I was like.
The intricacies of close combat model placement. That for me personally, like I don't like to run something that's all one thing or all another because having to calculate model placement for
Right.
3
gonna
different
need a gap
giant
there.
units
Right.
would not be fun for me.
Is he going to be within?
A lot of work.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's just and it's not really rewarding. It's not really particularly rewarding.
Matter. Oh my God!
Wow.
Did he?
I will.
He just failed.
I'm gonna re-roll that.
There you go.
Failed a 3-inch charge.
I was like double ones. Watch this.
Oh man.
Man. Put some evil on you, Jeff.
Gork and Mork
That was
are
some orc
watching.
shenanigans
Yeah,
right there.
that was.
Orc magic.
I believed it. That's what.
Some voodoo witch magic.
Some weird boy stuff going on.
How many command points are you guys down to?
6.
I've got 8.
6 and 8. This is the
Alright, so
still the bottom of 2, or sorry, the top of 2.
Top 2.
Yeah, still the top of 2.
we're gonna go
Down to
with
6 and 8 command points respectively.
Dark Apostle first. 3 attack base. Diabolic strength.
Does he have a relic?
Yep. The black mace.
Yeah.
He's 9.
He's strength stupid.
Okay.
How much damage does each one of those do with that mace?
They do, and they do mortals after.
So hang on 2.
But he doesn't have the cursed Crozius, huh? Does he have access
Doesn't
to
he
that?
reroll ones?
He re-rolls.
Oh, you're out of the print.
He's a Thousand Suns prince,
Oh,
so
yeah.
he doesn't affect him,
Okay.
but he himself re-rolls hits. White face.
Okay.
Kill. 4 dead boys.
Boys. Great.
6s. 4 dead boys.
Yeah, running a
We're gonna try to keep everyone locked.
Dark
in so the
Apostle
Berserkers
with
can't
an exalted champion
do their business.
near your berserkers is a good idea if you want to make that huge investment.
Keeping one guy within.
It's not that huge
Usually
of an
within
investment.
6.
It's
Yeah.
An exalted champion's like 70, 75-ish points.
That's a Dark Apostle.
Yeah, but you're not running the exalted champion with him
He's
as
over
well.
there.
Ah, okay.
Alright, so pilot.
I don't run word bearers, so I don't run
Fit through there.
Okay. Yep.
Dark Apostles, but I run an exalted champion for sure,
Oh, now you just
and a demon prince.
Why is that?
You're good, man.
It's all falling apart without you here.
Stop.
I think I have it.
Oh, you're listening out there?
So
I thought you had it set up already.
got 1, 2, 3,
It
4,
unset up.
right?
Gotcha.
5.
Uh,
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Good.
that's
Yep.
good. That's good. So 2 attack space, charging chain sword, so 4 attack speed,
Oh.
and he gets 5. So 4, 8, 12, 6.
Are these guys double chainsword?
No, chain sword, bolt pistol.
Oh,
But they
chainsword
get
bolt
2
pistol.
attack space, 1 for world eaters, plus 1 for
Alright.
Resign these.
Yeah, no, of course.
1, 2.
I like running
Three,
berserkers with chain
4.
axe and chain
Yeah,
sword.
if I made it
Huh?
in with these
Chain axe
guys,
and chainsword
That's
is the way
this
I.
squad.
Is it?
There you
Okay.
go. And I mean, I only run one squad in my army, but that's the way to
So,
do it.
Hitting on 3s, rerolling all failed.
But
misses.
I run their aspiring
Thank
champion
God I'm rerolling all failed.
with
misses.
lightning claws
Okay.
because he's fun. And then I run the because I run the exalted champion near them, like basically in the same rhino, so they end up in the same time. I run him with power axe.
3s.
And because fun fact, almost everybody's got crack grenade. So you're going to be in that range anyway. So why bother having a pistol? If you're a character.
5.
Like even my
15.
my lord, which I don't often run. Like
It's a chain sword,
I've got a
so
jump
it's
pack
oh,
lord,
it is. I thought it was
and
AP.
Oh,
with lightning
Right,
claws,
four-
The AP's over
and
here.
just learned how to throw crack grenades with
15, you said?
lightning
Yep.
claws on.
14.
Which is kind of funny.
Just palm
Three.
it. Just palm it.
You hook the pin and you flick it.
Okay.
8,
Hook and
9,
flick.
10, 11, 12, 13.
All right. The loot has been trimmed down a little bit. 17. Lot. Got another unit of boys right there, ready to go.
You still gotta move.
Question is, where is it gonna happen? This will be the bottom of 2 coming. Are there any other combats for you guys to resolve? Was that the only one?
That was the only. Well, yeah, because the Zangors can't move. Yeah, he's just doing his extra stuff. You gonna come in? You wanna fight me?
You got as close
I'm
as
not
you
within
could.
3 inches, so
You
I
can-
can't
you can
pile
swing
in
it,
and
you
fight again. I'm not within 3.
Well, you can. You just go in and I just get free hits on you.
No,
Oh, okay. And you didn't declare me.
I know.
Really
I couldn't
can't.
really do anything.
Extra reason that that's a bad idea.
Pretty much, yeah.
Alright.
I don't want to cheat yet.
Gotta wait till it matters.
Alright, is that good?
Yeah.
Got no morale since they're toast. Oh, sorry. No, I do have 1 morale. I have the Grot unit here.
Oh yeah, that little guy.
That's not good. My leadership 4.
Oh,
So I have 6 plus 1 is 7, so there's 3 more.
Bloop.
that Grout shield is
Stupid Lose 1, 3 more, run away.
Grots are taking the day off.
Yeah. All right.
I have a feeling you're not going to shoot at my Zangors anymore.
But
since the
Snickrot
berserkers are right there,
and
so
all
I
these commandos
I think
have
I'm just
not
gonna
showed
rely
up
on
yet,
these guys
so-
to
slaughter them all.
just kill everything. That's gonna be. Got 1. I got points for another double swing, another round of loot. Yeah. Maybe 1 more for another. So, how many points do we need for at the end of
I
yours?
got
I think
No,
you s-
it's battle round, right?
yeah, it's battle round, you
yeah,
guys.
so
So
no,
no, we don't have to score.
sorry, not yet.
These guys gonna dance?
They are not really happy with it.
They are not. So they go 5 base plus 1, 3, 6, 7, plus 8.
This is what
They are. They're 14 inches.
I've turned
So
it
I
down.
need a 6-inch chart.
I've turned Steven down.
I'm gonna
Put your
take them
thumb
off
out
the
for
tray.
aesthetic.
What did I do?
he did something.
Aha!
Oh, he's volume all the way. Gotcha.
Said pack, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Orcs-
no.
orcs
I'm
beat
playing undefeated orcs. Turned all the way up.
I'm playing undefeated Thousand Suns.
But
I'm
I've
the
been waiting to play orcs for
'Kay.
14 years.
Give me that. I'll give you that, sir. No, not allowed to move your character. That's my personal rule.
These guys need
The orcs
to...
mean business because the movement tray went away.
About to get real.
He's
Glad
the
you're
K at
cutting
that.
for it.
Yeah.
Repositions.
Warboss? He's running?
He's running.
He's gonna go... they moved 8, so we just...
9 is really slow.
Does he have a power claw?
He's got the Killer Claw.
The killer claw and
Yeah.
the big shooter?
It's a regular shooter.
The Killer Claw.
What's the Killer
So let's make sure.
I'll look it up.
It's basically
You wanna try and
it's
do
basically
some
a smash
I'm
cap.
looking at the shiny gubbins.
That's fine.
Yeah, it's the one power
the-
claw they have that's actually pretty good.
Strength
so
times
teal
2,
guy,
AP minus 3,
Teal
3
guy
damage.
is the one that does
You
not
can
add anything.
reroll wound
Okay.
He just
attacks.
does that.
Wound rolls for attacks made. So that is pretty good.
It is pretty good.
But he's an actual grandpa, and I am not. Once upon a time. Oh,
I'm Gilf certified.
To be fair, he is.
I'm older than he is too, but he's an actual grandpa, so I win somehow. Come out on top.
You could be Santa.
I could be Santa. I'm the guy that wants to go on the Viking raid because he's like, I would really like to die in battle, and I don't know. I don't know how I got to be this old. I tried really hard.
It's my time. I just
That
want
was
to die.
that was such a good.
I was right.
He's like,
Why are you bringing more?
he's like, I know I'm useless, but I just want to die. And he's like, no, fair enough. Yeah,
Come along.
I get that. These guys will not advance. I'm gonna make sure I'm within an 18 though. All of them. Yeah. Go just 6 space. Yeah, I don't want to be.
Steve, check your mic to mouth ratio.
Too far? Too
Wow. Talent,
The distance
talent
between his
telling
mouth
the
and his,
talent telling the.
Alright, so he's within 18 there.
Talent
I'll
telling
add
the
3
producer
to
what's
it.
I'll be a
Love
prima
it.
donna. I don't care.
Great.
Yeah,
I've had to be a producer because Jason went on walk.
Oh shit, you do. Whatever. I want my guys to be up. And then, so I think that will be it for movement.
Sure.
Oh wait, you guys need to keep up.
Hey, come on, boys.
You, bro.
Come on.
So
Hey, come here.
who- the
And then all the commandos and stuff will come
the commandos are coming. I was wondering.
in. These guys are in terrain. That's unfortunate for them. Over
Super
here.
fun rule for the
That
guys,
guy's
like-
touching.
striking
Ooh, blocking
scorpions,
this.
attacking things. The striking
Literally, you're
scorpions
blocking
rule
it
for
out because
attacking
I
things that
moved
are
like
in
I
cover
wanted to.
is just not like it was okay, but it was like kind of like a first try at it. The rule
Maybe
that
if I go
the rule that
okay,
these guys
so
got, the
if I go
commandos
like
got for
The
attacking
slit
things in
throats or
cover,
whatever.
yeah, it is a brutal rule. Really quite good. Striking scorpions didn't quite make it. The one thing I found for them that was kind of fun was
there?
having them pop up.
Alright,
Like
so he
somebody
can
as a
declare him,
backfield character,
which is all I care about, right? Because I'll be able to get him
because
on the
they're so small.
Yeah, you can declare 'em.
Find
Yep.
these little holes in their anti or deep strike coverage, and then plop them right in there. And if you get a charge off, got a guy with the claw.
So what are the
they can take
what's
out
the
a character
purpose
in
of
the
the
backfield.
commandos?
But
they just
it's
do it.
hardly worth the
Okay.
points for 5 of
They're
them.
just pretty much
So
touching within terrain, they get +1 to wound.
+1 to wound. That's
So it's
amazing.
got 9 inches.
Yeah. That's why I'm like,
You can
There.
use mine.
okay. Good.
Guy's not. That guy's off the board.
Discussion.
What's that?
That?
Oh, in the chat.
Okay.
Yeah, there's comment like
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And this dude.
touchy.
He was
Change
hiding.
batteries.
Yeah. He's a commando after all.
Changed them all this morning.
I think
So what does that guy do?
Snickry. He's the only one that doesn't have the. He's.
Well, I
just
kept
really,
getting
like,
feedback.
badass
I'm still
with
getting feedback.
characters.
Okay.
This is Armon right here.
Mm-hmm.
Armon's
But mess
gonna
with my knobs. Don't touch my knobs.
that,
Wow. I've never said that to anyone.
and then
Touch my knobs if you want.
these two guys.
For the record, I
are gonna
have
go
a
after the-
bunch of prima donnas here shoutcasting, so it's really hard as the real talent in the show to like organize this.
I just want to say this is my second time ever doing this. I think I know everything.
When Jason touches my knobs, he's got little hands. Makes him look huge.
Oh man.
He's talking about Alpha Jason.
Well, I'm gonna try to set these guys wholly
We don't
within
know each other
terrain
like
to
that.
get plus
Not
cover.
yet.
Oh, we just made that impassable.
Yeah, well, I can't move through this, but it's
Right.
still terrain.
There's
Is he 9 there?
oh yeah. That's
Right on 9. Perfect. Yeah, so I'm not gonna go
outside of 9 inches.
Yeah.
Right,
and
it's
then
just
these guys
business.
are gonna-
The old
No, they-
Conor McGregor, like
They're gonna stand out in
excuse.
the open like the
Just business.
They're badasses.
brave
remember?
brave men that they are. I think I can. I don't think I can be within 3 of that objective. There.
It's
Oh.
not technically on the edge of the building, so
Alright, so there. Good to jump a squad, but where I want to be.
Psychic power. You haven't cast psychic powers, I think. Right? Did you do anything first round?
Not much.
you
no.
did your jump in Warpath.
Okay.
He was thinking about to crunch. Thinking about
But
it.
then I was like, oh wait, it's like not good range. But then they were like, no, it's fine. Warpath, that can be 18.
Yeah.
Alright, so then do reserves or anything else. Have all my reserves in. You guys there. In range, Warpath, and to jump the War Boss if I want. Okay. So I'm gonna
Our chop is +1 strength.
+1 attack.
Okay, so there's still strength 4.
The gobload of them.
Okay.
All right. So then, yeah, we're gonna start off. And we're gonna cast Warpath here.
Okay.
And
9.
yeah, let me see if I got 8 left. Go with the 9.
9 here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I really don't want to have Warpath, but I really don't think the 1 extra attack.
Yeah.
No, because you're going to attack both squads. We need to roll average.
Doing it.
Got it.
Bastard. All right. So he blocks Warpath. Gonna cast the Crunch on, or sorry,
Oopsies.
gonna cast. One, two, the Crunch. Do.
What's the range on the crunch? Is it 12?
Actually, I want to check the this.
You guys there in chat?
Oh,
How are you
those are
guys
warlord
liking the game?
troops.
Oh, okay.
You guys get to see a skilled orc player
Not knowing what any of the powers do.
looking
Who
up
would've thought?
rules in this book.
There they are.
Oh yeah.
This
So far,
board
it's
is
been a
12
pretty good
inches.
game.
The crunch is 18.
It's 18. Okay. I mean, I don't know. I think I'd rather just smite. So I'm gonna do so this guy will cast the jump on him
On the war boss
on the war boss. Perils.
with a 15.
Yeah. Cock. Take 3. Take small.
That orc needed that extra 3 inches.
He did. Now he's gonna cast.
So how many wounds is he
He
down
took
to?
3. Yep.
From this one?
Yep.
He's down to 1. Right.
He is. And then we're gonna check the thing to see who has fist. He has warpath. Cast before and failed. And then the jump cast. Fist is teal guy.
Okay.
Teal guy will cast it. Off on a 12.
Barrels?
Yep.
Right.
1. Fails. Teal guy. And then he has fist.
I can. I can deny with
Okay,
13.
go for it. Roll it.
But the other guy's got smite.
Yeah.
Which is, that guy's probably going to kill him anyways. They don't get an involved saving close combat. Or go after the smite.
And then 7, 10.
11.
Oh, Zinch. Thousand Suns.
Shut me down. All right.
Come at me, bro.
Evidently. Okay, so then we will do shooting.
Shooting phase.
All right. So
Actually, it should be called the DACA phase.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was not even the orc player.
we will go.
If
the
you're just
question is
tuning in,
if I want to go after,
Go like the Renegade Open on
that
Facebook.
rhino.
Subscribe to Iron Halo TV. We'll be hitting many more tournaments in the Midwest, not just the Renegade Open.
Can
First of
you
all,
can you watch the Iron Halo stream without being a subscriber?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna see how many shots.
Thank you.
But you subscribe just because.
I
When-
would.
When you
I will.
subscribe to the channel and Jason's listening, it makes a noise. And he
Does it make me
squirms.
feel warm and fuzzy inside?
No, he gets like nails on a chalkboard. You should go subscribe because it's awesome to watch.
I'm gonna use a CD.
Yes. Yes.
Huh? For
I mean, never mind.
oh yeah, go ahead. And a 1.
Oh, brutal.
Okay with it.
So I'm not gonna spend anything. We're just gonna pump everything into these vessels. Oh wait, do these guys have -1?
Where's my Twitch at? You might be lucky. There we go. I found my Twitch app. Iron Halo TV.
Right.
Actually, I think it.
I'm actually already following it.
Damn.
I'm gonna unfollow it so I can follow it.
Yes. Magnus did nothing wrong.
Oh, it won't let me unfollow it on the app.
Oh.
Alright, you got lucky.
Dodged a bullet.
Take 5 on these workers.
5
If
on
you guys are
Zerkers.
listening at home,
AP.
go subscribe to Iron
Balls.
Halo TV. And
Follow.
I get a live reaction to watch Jason Twitch
that guy.
on Twitch.
That's it. I don't know why you scared to leave it. All right. Now these guys are gonna do their shooting.
Alright, now let me text my wife so she.
So you ready for this?
Alright,
So
I'm ready
this
for this.
guy is gonna throw a grenade at them.
You have grenades?
That's a tank buster.
It's a really big grenade.
Yeah.
I kind of want to spend 1 command point so I can throw 9 crack grenades or frag grenades with them. But I don't.
Probably not.
Yeah. So I'm gonna shoot everything at these guys except for the grenade with the gun.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do the grenade first. 3 shots. No hits. All right. That was fun.
Good talk.
Good job, everyone. All right. So there's so it's 21 and 21 choppas and 9 shootas and 8 shootas, and the knob has a shoot.
Okay.
So it's going to be 18 plus 21. Get myself 40, 39?
39 shots.
Do 19 and 20. 20 and 19. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. No, they don't have -1, right?
No.
Load. Can roll any 5s. I add 1. And so take 4 so far.
These are on the Zangors?
Yep.
So 4 up?
Yep.
Pull the 2.
Do all that again. That's +1 dice. This time, though, it load 1. Take 3 more.
Good.
Okay. All right. Other shooting. 6.
6 grots.
6 grots. Now they're hitting on 4s. Ha. Yes.
Why grots hit on 4s is beyond me.
Take 1, please.
1 3 up. No, on Zangors.
Zangors,
So
yeah.
4 up. Good.
Oh. Then to get some revenge.
No, they don't get revenge.
So this is 20, 3, 6, 9. So, although
is that
you've
now?
actually killed, what, 4 of them?
Yeah.
We got 4. Into the rhino.
That's a lot of shooters
Yeah.
into the rhino.
Whole lot of nothing. More than likely, but
Happy game.
Make you feel warm and fuzzy inside.
yes.
I'm talking with it.
So 2 additional hits. 1.
3 up. Getting it.
All right.
You guys hear something funny on that front hatch?
That's great.
I just hear a
Alright.
bunch of orcs yelling bang.
All right. So now
That's how
think.
guardsmen kill orcs. They run out of ammo. They just keep yelling bang. The orcs still die.
I'm pretty sure that's how the orcs kill stuff. Thank you very much. All right. So.
They've all got pop guns.
All right. So these guys are gonna declare assault against everyone over here.
So I got 6 bolt
Sounds
pistols.
legit. Legit as
If
fuck.
we get lucky, well, why not? We'll declare the prince as well.
Bolt pistol. Nothing. And the warp bolter. Okay. Getting it.
8. I'll take
That's
it.
not going to be enough to get the prince.
On the first assault. Did he Overwatch as well?
Yes, he did. Did you declare him?
Yes.
Yeah,
I
you
did.
said everything there.
Yeah. Making sure he did his shooting.
He did.
'cause-
That's why I said 6. How dare you move my cards?
Where you guys at on the score?
I've gotten 1
You've got
primary.
solo blood.
Yeah, or 1 secondary and 4 secondary points, 1 primary point.
All right, how you looking, Jeff?
Oh, so we'll have to add up how many points I've killed at the end of this battle round.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, right now you're at
It's
200.
bottom 2, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So right now you're at you killed one that's 215. These are 30 each. So killed.
Okay, and the Ludus.
Well, you don't do it individually. You have to kill the whole unit. Mob up.
Oh, yep.
Yeah.
right.
It's really good.
You have to kill the whole unit for the
Yeah.
to get the kill points for it. So I've got 2 points.
So I'm gonna go him into this guy.
Getting it.
Oh, jeez.
4 wounds -2.
Strength 5.
Oh, he's
C5.
C5.
Yeah.
No,
Nails it.
he's in. Boop. Arm on you. You had a good run.
These guys gonna go into. We'll declare just this guy.
Okay. Cover. 1. D4.
Correct.
Nothing. Number of shots. 4, 6, 9.
Yeah, feel free to roll 12 on this.
Nothing. Nope.
Gonna reroll this.
Nope.
Nope.
I saw the 6 there for a
I
moment.
know. These guys are gonna go into him.
Yep. And the stubber. And the shots. 3, 4, 5, 6. One.
Nailed it.
They're in.
That's all I need.
It's an 11-inch charge he rolled there.
And I actually get to move 12.
What are their weapons?
Just choppas and they 2 of them. And I'm just gonna check this here. Queen, so one guy's gonna pile in there and touch all 3 of them.
Oh. So you're going to pull the other 2 into combat?
Yep. You can't fall back and charge, right?
Correct.
So-
Fall back and shoot.
or fall back and shoot. Yeah. Those guys are gonna go into those cultists as well as that
Shaman,
shaman.
just in case.
Yep.
22 shots. One. Yep.
Takes it with their charges.
But just this guy right here.
You get an 11. Which
Now
again
the question is can you
becomes
fit?
a 12. I'm just gonna go after this guy. I don't
Oh.
fucking care.
You're going for you're assassinating. Sure.
There I am.
And I
Ladies
imagine
and
you're gonna
gentlemen,
pull
that
those
is
cultists into
2
combat.
successful orc
I might.
charges.
3.
3.
Correct.
Technically 4, but I mean I was like
Technically.
Yep, 4.
With high rolls.
War boss is gonna go into this guy.
Alright,
This-
this
this
is when I
could-
kill your war
This
boss
could
in
actually
Overwatch.
kill. Yeah. Hey, I get a raffle ticket if it happens.
A little more. Number of shots. 2, 4, 6. Alright, all 6s. Right here. Calling it.
Could happen.
1.
6.
Wounds.
Let's save.
Goes through.
That's it. Got 3 left. Do we have any more small dice?
I got some over there.
Oh. Makes it.
Cocked.
I think it Alright.
What's the minus on his killer claw?
Nothing.
Oh, really?
Who have rerolled a hit?
Oh,
Pretty good. Actually, he doesn't reroll a hit because I didn't take the didn't take him that warlord trade. I
Okay.
took the fallback and charge.
okay.
So these guys are going to declare just they'll go to him in the front.
So, the prince. The rhino.
This. So yeah, percentage.
Break it. Oh, okay, okay, makes sense.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay, so he will heroically intervene.
Okay,
since you
I
didn't
actually,
get to him.
I actually don't even know if I can get up there, but no, I roll this hand. Yeah, go for it. Okay. And then
So can you still, even though you
And-
declared him, since you didn't actually get to him with your charge,
I
you
can
still
still
get to attack him?
Yeah. I declared. Ooh. Am I good? Okay. Just like caught on it. All right. So I don't want you to interrupt. Where do I not want you to interrupt the most? Probably here. So swing here first.
Okay.
And I have other charges, so I'm gonna be able to swing twice if I want. Right? I don't need to spend the 3 now to swing.
Yes, that's what he said.
Okay.
Is you have to declare you're going to swing twice when you
Unless I
activate
have
that unit.
2 charges. Because after him, it becomes my turn to declare a unit, so I can use the stratagem to.
But he said when you declare that unit.
Right. No, but then he continued
Did he?
talking later. Yeah.
It says when you declare your orc unit to fight.
Oh, when you
Yeah.
declare orc
So
unit.
the issue
Okay.
was if I only had 1 in,
Got it.
then it's yours,
Yep,
and I
you're
can't
good.
do it. But
Yep.
so first starting here.
Yep.
All right. So they have base 2 and +1 for having 30 or 20 on
Yep.
the squad, and then the Choppa guys have extra guys. So
Yep.
I'm gonna use dice to figure this out. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shooter boys going into them, and dice, and 2 slugger boys going into them. 3 slugger boys. Then over here, I have another 4 slugger boys. And then the rest of them will be going. So that will be 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. They're going in. And 1, 2, 3, 4. There. Oh wait, he's a character, isn't he? Okay. Then. So it's 14, 13. And 3. Four. Fuck this up. Wait. Red is Copper Boys, right?
You kept
1,
saying
2,
shoot us, but yeah.
3. Sorry. 1, 2, 3 have to go here. Plus these 4 have to go here. So star 7 is going to be Chopper Boys. 1, 2, 3, 4 there. Just 4. Okay.
On the Zangors.
So that's on the Zangors.
Yep.
And then the rest of it is on the other guys. Except for those 2, and that's what was the confusing thing.
Yep.
All right. So him. Good? All right. So then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
really
8, 9,
stinky.
10, 11, 12, 13.
Yep.
14. No, he went there. 13. So 13 and 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to start off with these guys. So 4. So into character, 4. Nice. 2.
No AP.
No AP.
So 3 up. Good.
Okay, and then the shooter. Nothing. Okay, so that's it for them. I'm gonna swing the Choppa first here, big Choppa. Into the
knob?
yeah, in the knob.
Zangors?
No, he's
Or-
going into them.
Yep, okay.
He misses with 3, nothing.
Okay.
All right, so then 13 is 52 plus 9 is 61.
Yep, so 30 and 31.
Okay, 3, or 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18,
Really?
20, 22.
Here.
2, 24, 26.
Not for me.
26,
Sweet.
28.
Thank you.
9. Then you had one more, right?
Yep.
30.
30.
Okay.
So fours.
No, 3s.
I'm actually happy you didn't get that warpath off.
Yeah, that may make a difference here.
Then fours again.
Yep. I mean, you just want to roll these.
Yeah. Easier.
Okay, so there's the first route.
So these are 3s. These are on
Yep.
the berserkers, right?
Correct.
So if I fail 4 of them,
5.
5 of them.
Yeah.
One.
Or just do that. All right. Adding this guy.
Yep. That power armor though.
Yeah, I know it's actually kind of a problem for orcs. Wow. Full orc squad there. Not doing much. All right.
More.
Jeez. All right. Yeah. Killed 2 berserkers.
And 61 attacks.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pissed off corn.
Yeah. And then what is this? So 7 times 4 is 28, plus 4 times 3 is 30 even.
And these are on the Zangors.
And these are on the Zangors.
One thing that I noticed that I don't understand why. So the Zangors don't actually have the demon keyword, so they can't benefit from the boon of change.
Oh, for the +1 strength. Yeah.
Well, strength, toughness, or attacks, because it's variable on a D3. That got explained to me yesterday before we started playing.
Wow. That was it.
More or less. They're chaos possessed beastmen. Force.
Oh, that went a little bit.
All right, got it. I'm back. Thanks for waiting.
5 more.
Yeah.
Jason got me a birthday
Yeah,
beer.
just pull the ones that are farther
Beer
back.
for breakfast is the thing.
4, and then where's your sergeant?
Right here.
Oh, it's real strong.
All right.
I mean,
so
you are who you are.
You wish to interrupt?
But I shared one with someone else, and they drank it pretty quick, and they're like,
Okay.
The demon prince
"It's
want
real
to kill
strong." I was like, "Yeah."
Well, I'm a
7 boys, probably.
260-pound fat man, so I can probably handle beer at 11 a.m.
Which is good.
The berserkers get
Cheers.
Cheers.
4, 8, 11 attacks. Those actually might kill some boys.
bad. That was so
Yeah.
bad.
I'm gonna use the berserkers.
All right.
Wow, boys.
Yeah, they what? So 60. There should be 40. 20.
Winning on
4.
Dragon Force, right?
So 20.
So hitting on 3s, rerolling all fails.
Feel like 7.
Threes again. You just want to roll these. There.
Did you resolve the
7 die.
So 3 corn berserkers did more with
2,
with
3,
Oh, here we go.
6, 7. Got rid of all the shooter boys. That'll make it easy.
We suck again.
Okay. Yeah.
Point.
And that was actually big. You could put me down under 20 at 19. I guess that's maybe technically put a wound on the knob and stay at 20.
Oh,
But I wouldn't know that
Uh-huh.
before. I would have to do it one at a time, which I
Correct.
could have done, but. All right. And it's actually not each model gets one less. It's the 20th boy swings 23 times.
What?
that's how the thing, that boy is he's a whole squad by himself.
there you go.
Call him the Mad Boy.
All right.
I think that's called the Black Rage.
Yeah. So I'll spend 3.
Okay.
Down to 4.
Orc boy and put him in a gimp costume. Just like set him free.
I want to see Hello Kitty orcs. I've seen Hello Kitty Space Marines. I want to see Hello Kitty orcs.
You keep that
All
evil
right,
to yourself.
you guys gotta die now. Like this is.
I was gonna do. I was contemplating doing gentleman orcs, buying a whole bunch of top hats and putting them on orcs. Monocles.
Actually, Cromlech has those heads.
All right, so I'm gonna put 4 boys
Russian orcs.
onto these guys.
Sure.
And then
A lot onto
1,
the
2, 3,
berserkers.
4, 5.
I want to do one and two.
Your mic's
Army
not.
ideas. For all the different
You
army
still have one
ideas I
shooter
had.
left. You counted the knob.
Yeah. No, now I'm. Oh, I messed with my bases. Oh, shit! I nixed them. Do still have 20.
What do you do?
These guys are from that squad, so I counted the head.
Oh. Oh, you put them on the wrong.
Right, I
on
put
a
them on the
different
wrong
tray.
tray. Yeah, so I still have the +1 act. So 4 going here, because I do still have a shootout. I only have 8 in the squad. So
Gotcha.
how did that happen? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14,
How's it
15,
sounding
17,
now?
18 boys. Oh, but
How's it
he's a
sounding now?
character, right?
Yes.
Better?
Again.
We're gonna do
You want me to turn up this volume here?
4 there. 1, 2,
Alright, I'm
3,
turning it
4,
way.
5,
It's all the way up now.
6.
There we go.
You
Here.
counted that guy.
I hear
twice.
myself great.
Because you had said the guy was here.
Oh, my bad. Yeah,
Alright.
you're right. So 5.
So what I was saying is,
And the knob.
I've learned my lesson. I'm never going to do this. But a few years ago, I wanted to do a Nightsider orcs from a like a Dark World planet where they'd
Yep.
be albino because they wouldn't be like photosynthesizing.
Just do the
To
berserkers
do albino
first.
orcs with like really bright pink eyes and just pale white skin sort of stuff.
I did one of
48.
my Blood Bowl
48.
team orcs like that.
Yeah.
It
Plus
looked pretty
another
cool.
3.
Yeah, it's cool. So just to stand out. And it was mostly for commandos, so the commandos would just be these ghost-like guys.
We're only on turn 2.
Hmm. Well, so much for playing fast and efficiently.
You actually haven't even been going that slow.
You guys are workmanlike with your pace. You're fine. I mean, it comes down in part to just close combat mechanics really slow the game down. Unless you're just wiping everything out, like in which case, yeah, it moves along. But if you're trading attacks and pulling models, trying to pull the right model.
I think the game will speed up here in the next couple turns anyway.
Got him. Ooh. I'm not gonna
No,
give me a
stuff's
plus
actually
table.
close combat.
Yeah, things are done. Did he do the commandos yet? Okay, so the commandos still have to. This is bottom at 2 still.
Take
2. Then 5 boys, we said. 20. This is 24. I'm gonna take 4 out. I don't know. Have we? We can. If you want.
Make a difference.
I don't think it does though. I mean, I feel like we've been even so far.
Well, your turns take longer than mine do.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Let's do Death Talk then.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. So 5 more on him, please.
All right. For
5
those
more
at
on-
home, in the
on him?
packet, we have what's called a system for death clock. If the game's not moving along,
Pam, can you
players
use
can
command point
implement it.
reroll this one?
And so basically, each guy,
Okay.
we got 47 minutes left. Each guy's gonna get about 20 minutes each
Take
to
another.
get through their turn.
Could set that
So
for
it's
like 23 apiece or 24
On the
apiece.
Zangor?
Oh, you're just gonna wait until it's 40. Got it. No, that's a good idea. Seems
That's
reasonable.
Here. All right. Necrot's gonna go. You get 6 attacks. Thing on 2s. He rolls 1s because he's a Blood Axe Commando. Rank 6.
That's good point.
So take 3. -1.
Force. Go through.
Okay, 2 damage.
Wait, done.
Alright, these guys, we'll do the War Boss first, actually. We get 6 attacks. Hits on 2s. Rank 16. Wounds on 2s. Rerolls wounds. Take 6, please. -3 AP. 3 damage each.
6s. Dead.
Okay, see if he blows up.
Nope.
Okay. War Boss will stand there. These guys are going to go. Not even going to bother swinging them. That's okay with you.
That's fine.
I'm going to swing those commandos into your one character.
For the record, guys,
Mhm.
you can't elect not to fight in close combat. I mean, if your opponent agrees, sure. But
Yeah, Okay, so I'll start with them, though. We'll go back.
Mm.
Take 2. AP -1.
yeah, you
On-
can do
on the
anything if
shaman?
your opponent agrees. You could play a different
Good.
edition of the game
Okay.
if your opponent agrees. But
Alright, so then the
we're
rest
playing
of
second
them,
ed.
AP doesn't matter. So 9, you lost 1 in close combat, so 8, 24. So this
Second ed, I'd be okay.
1, 2,
Second
3,
ed,
4, 5,
everybody
6,
was
7,
okay because everything
8,
was
9,
insane.
10,
I didn't
11,
play second ed.
12,
I only hear
13, 14,
stories.
15,
I
But
used to take
16,
a
17, 18,
corn lord on
19.
the juggernaut and start on one side of the board
On the
and go
shaman.
all the way to
Yep.
the other side of the board. Just work this way through killing shit.
What's the toughness?
Force.
Alright, so
So
the clock's
take,
in play.
8 on him.
Each player has 20 minutes. And Steven's clock is running right now, so he's
Good.
eating into his 20
Okay.
minutes.
Because I had to get within.
So
And I suppose
Okay,
right off
so-
the bat, the comment I would make is that unit that
You want me to
ran
start
up
attacking
behind
back?
the armigers,
I have to do.
I'm not
Okay,
I'm
yep.
not even going to swing them. That's a
Oh, yeah.
concession towards putting a clock on the game. It doesn't. Games Workshop doesn't write rules for that, and so you put a clock on to handle one perceived problem, and then you create others because you find yourself like shortcutting other rules that exist in the game.
Three -3 or strength 7, so 3s 1. If you won,
4 up. Good.
nails it. Let's see how many boys are next to him.
5.
5. Right. 6. 1, 2, 3. 5.
5s.
Yep.
A lot of 6.
Nice. All right. So take 8.
3s.
And then the rest of them will be swinging on
Rhino.
Rhino.
After the clarification about the boys and the third rank and stuff like that, and how you can fight with them,
18.
at least that's gone more quickly and more efficiently. You don't have to be so careful. He's just smushing guys around a rhino,
10,
which is good.
12, 14, 15, 18.
I'm not in my head, yes. I
Oh,
know
I
it's
started.
awesome audio.
There's 18. I do this 3 times.
He's just enjoying this beer. Hopefully.
Beer and cold medicine.
Right on.
Yep, this is Brian is very I won't say inebriated, but he's just
5 so
he's
far?
just happy to be here right now.
1.
Actually, I wish I was in bed. I feel like hammered shit.
That's not a thing.
It's a thing.
It must be a thing where you're from.
Apparently.
Take another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Just let me drink my beer and try not to cough.
Dead.
Sounds good.
Blow up.
I'm not doing that with my beer. Let me taste one beer.
Dude, this is
Side.
the best beer in the world.
It's a really
Nothing.
good beer.
Oh, jeez.
Called Paradox Red from Raised Grain, Waukesha, Wisconsin. Where's it in Brookfield?
It's an IPA.
Sure.
I can drink it not in front of my girlfriend. So she hates IPAs.
Yeah, but it's not because it's an Imperial
I guess
Red.
I'll swing here.
Is
'cause I
it?
do have to.
Yeah, that was the thing. This is
We'll
their
do another
fusion
one
beer.
guy.
Nice.
Yeah, strength
It's like
7 or
regular.
T7, right?
Yep.
So 1 wound.
It's really dig
And
Killian.
That's the first time my rhinos died.
Killian's nice red.
4.
Yep.
So then 9
Everybody's
more.
intro.
So it's 27.
Gateway beer.
You guys, what do you think about the question posted in chat?
20.
Yeah, if you're listening, go into chat, answer the question, listen to what you think.
What is the question?
Well, I'm not gonna say it out loud. You gotta go read it.
He's old. He can't read that
I
far
have to
away.
lean that far in to read the chat.
Take 7. Plus the 1 wound from the pile.
Oh, that's easy now. Great.
Was there AP on the knob?
Jason just
Yes,
made this
if you
in old man font.
That's
so
4.
Thanks, man.
It's grandpa
the other
font.
Jason can check.
Yep.
Grandpa font.
Grandpa fun. Listen,
Take 3.
I
Okay,
read
yeah, take it.
for.
And then
I'm
I
an
finally
English
grab
teacher.
both of
I
them.
Okay.
read for my entire day,
outside
my
there.
entire job, and usually I
Be
read a
able to
bunch of
chop them
stuff
up,
that's
nothing
not
to do
spelled
about it, but,
correctly,
I
and
think
it's in
that'll
this
be it.
bizarre offsize.
So
Because every
here's
kid's
5
like, "Oh,
attacks.
could I type in this font?" No. Yeah, whatever, man. As long as you get the work done, I don't. I guess I don't care. Just
skill,
turn it
5
in.
more. Mortal wound.
So yeah, my eyes. meh.
Friends
No,
is
it's
7
gonna be a problem.
attacks.
It's gonna be a crunch, and what's likely to happen is that things that aren't likely to have a significant impact are gonna get
Um,
skipped in favor of
3
things
skill.
that will have an impact.
I think it makes the game
So-
interesting. Errors happen now.
Well, they-
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7.
I do too. I think it parse it down to what matters, what doesn't matter.
Mhm.
See what the players think about
Force.
what's on the board.
This is top of 3 right now.
Bottom of 2.
1.
1 second.
1 save over here.
Right. Whose clock is running right now?
Is
Is.
because he's running.
Oh, is he's rolling his dice? Make sure
Oh,
you're
yeah.
flipping the clock back and
Yeah.
forth then.
Yep.
And that's like learning how to run clock in
Yep.
general is
We're gonna
one
do all
thing.
their
Learning
attacks.
to run clock under pressure is another. Because
Right.
the other opponent, your opponent, like when he's rolling dice, when he's rolling his saves and stuff, according to, I think ITC put out a set of rules for like how to conduct a clock.
Armin.
But common sense
Roll.
would say that if your opponent is rolling saves and pulling models, that it's his
Yep.
clock that's running, even though it's your turn. You know, it's his clock that's running because if he wants to
Are you
putter
with them
around
3?
and you know,
With this guy.
roll a bunch of dice and hem and haw about what to pull, then it's got to be his clock that's running. So, but that means that your opponent
I
has
still
to be
hol- I still
cognizant of
hold
the
it,
fact
right?
that the clock has
No,
come
no,
back
no, no,
around and
yeah.
has to be switched back over
5.
to the active.
Goose. He's toughness 5 over there.
Yep.
Okay, so skill 3s. 2 and minus 3.
Takes him.
3 damage.
Yeah.
He has 9 wounds.
3 damage each
Yes.
from Armon?
What's the?
Apparently he's
The staff of Armin? Or the black staff? I'm double checking.
okay.
I want to make sure I don't wound. Yep. And it's AP minus 1, sorry. Flat damage 3.
Damage plus 2 strength. He strengths 4 base.
Yes. 6.
Yep.
Wounding on 3s.
All right.
Yep.
So he's dead.
A lot of the chaos stuff
Wow.
does 3 flat, like their staffs
crazy.
and their
Alright.
hammers and stuff do 3 flat damage.
All right. So that's it for me, I think.
Yep.
Don't have to worry about morale. I think we're good enough.
I scored 8 points for.
Yep.
So 8 points.
Yep.
That's good.
And I
And
get
it-
1.
And honestly, like for the
And then what
tables
do I get
yesterday
for-
too, the judges were flexible on the
I've still
time,
got
and
just
I
the
feel
2
like
for
a couple of games
destruction.
went over 15, 20 minutes even. So.
Okay.
What's this score, guys?
So he's gotten 4.
8. 4 and 4. So 8
Eight.
plus
12.
3.
12. I've gotten 4, 5, 6.
So at 12-6.
Yeah.
In Jeff's favor.
Okay, now it's my turn.
Yep.
I just hit play again.
Yep. Make sure the rocker's set.
Yep. Got
No,
it.
that's Steve's clock running. There you go. That's yours
yep,
running.
there. Got
you
it.
go.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the?
All right, finally in
guys are
turn
gonna fall
3,
back.
folks. Just turned in round 4 at the Renegade Open. 2 3 and 0 players meeting at the table.
So I got
Just tune in. They have
got 4 for
implemented
that,
the death clock.
So does that change the
The
score?
countdown is
Then
on.
I have
12-10. Actually, he forgot to count a character that he killed.
12 to 10. So still tight game. Still matters.
We're likely to see a fairly short turn 3 with only critical decisions being made, and
Okay.
then probably a lightning round for turn 4. And then the question will be like whether or not they're willing to have a gentleman's agreement to run through whatever there might be left to do, because the clock is probably going to run out turn 4 sometime. So, I don't know. I just don't. I don't like the clock. I don't like the principle of it. And I don't like the direction that it takes the game. Like when you're playing chess, which is chess clocks are for, if you run out of time, it's because you weren't prepared to play the game. But you only move one piece at a time, and you don't. There is no opponent interaction whatsoever, and there is no need to state your intent or to clarify anything or to have a conversation with your opponent. You actually don't have to say anything, right? You could sit down, play the entire game, record your moves, press the clock at the right time, and that's it. You don't even have to announce checkmate. Like checkmate is a condition that exists on the board. So there's so many more things that
Shooting?
there's so many differences between the way you play 40K when you're playing 40K
11 of them, 22 shots.
in the best
Those-
possible way, right? Stating intent, clarifying with your opponent, making sure they understand what you're trying to do, marking, how many ludas are shooting at what unit, stuff like that. That eats up time off the clock, but is it really your time that because you're taking the time to make sure that your opponent understands how the game is going to flow and it's necessary. Is that really your time?
That was all eloquently stated. I'm gonna disagree. Get good, scrub.
This is Kansas style argument.
It is.
Is this what I'm saying?
I'll let you wear yourself out talking,
And actually, I think I accidentally pulled
and then I'm gonna say
timer
no.
before. Do you mind swapping?
No, I think it's a case by case thing. I do think I've seen games that I think needed a chess clock. I've seen games where I didn't think it was necessary.
All of
It'd be
them
different if we weren't
shoot at
moving
these
on to
commandos.
another round, or if it was the final
So there's
game.
11 there.
Some players have been renowned for using
get
the
like
tactic
two
of dragging the game along because it's been advantageous to them.
Mhm.
So I think it keeps those kind of players honest, and it's like one of those things. This is why we can't have nice things. So
Yeah, I continuously refuse to legislate to the minority. I don't like my classroom rules are not designed to. They're not designed to punish most of the kids who do what they're supposed to do just because there are 3 kids who
Right.
don't. I don't do that. So there's 3 guys, who don't play the game the way it's supposed to be played at the proper pace, and now
Or
everybody has to
Talking
suffer
flamer?
this sort of.
Sorry, what's up?
I skipped the
well,
second
in
phase.
in defense, the workbook is relative.
Go for it, man.
It's
Go for
not
it.
the.
It's not going to make that much
You
of a
guys aren't
difference.
as official
Might.
with the book as branding.
Okay.
It might.
I can't deny it.
A few months down the road,
One,
he's going to be
one,
pretty on
D6
point
damage,
as far as
five.
getting stuff to his.
Yeah, even more. But again, like anytime
How many do you have left?
anytime a melee army bumps into a melee army, it's gonna slow down, and it's really because of how you pile in, how you execute your first charges, whether or not you're trying to trap a unit, whether or not you're trying to leave gaps for other units to subsequently like complete charges. It's actually more.
Quit doing that.
Put it on your other hip, Steven. Put it on your other hip. There you go.
Hero of Fate's on.
He's bumping into the or in the back. There you go.
I can't do it.
It's
Blame around the
it's actually far more involved
That's Mike.
than shooting is. Far more involved.
So in the chat, Fleet of Three said, 3-hour rounds and chess clocks have ensured that my opponents and I have gotten to turn 6 in the last 5 tournaments I've played. 1
okay.
GT,
They-
1 major, and 3 RTTs.
Yep.
I agree,
These
man.
guys are
I think it keeps people on track. I practice with chess clocks. I think people should practice with chess clocks, especially if they can go to a tournament where it can be implemented.
Mm.
Yeah, and then
I would say-
Tanker 916 said the only issue with clocks is you need to stay on top of them. An example, it's on your time, and you forget to click it back
Yeah.
over. That's
That
true.
That happens in chess tournaments too.
Yeah, that's
and
why
I
you need
am
to
a-
practice. You need to game with them and play.
And I am a chess player and a chess coach, and I teach my kids, if they forget to press their clock, you sit there and you go into a deep think. You think for as long as it takes them to realize they didn't press their clock. 'Cause that is a fully recognized part of the game of chess.
Well, I don't play chess. I play 40K.
Which is the exact reason to
But
use a clock.
I guess. What was it?
That's an exact reason to use a clock.
Son of a gun. Holy shit.
Well, it's just in response to the chat about like you have to recognize like, oh, my clock is still running, but it should be running for my opponent.
Rude. Like, you really
I guess if clocks are going to happen though, you need to decide at the very beginning of the game if you're going to do it. Not put a death clock in, because the death clock comes in after whatever happened, a certain game state has been reached, and you might be at a tipping point where the rest of your turns are going to happen really, really fast, and you might still need a few more minutes than your opponent does for whatever reason, but I mean, you might have more models left on the board still. And the game is going to resolve the way it's supposed to. And so by evenly dividing the time that remains, you give the opponent who's losing, right, who's down, an advantage just because he's sitting on minutes. If you're going to put a clock in play, you put it in play on turn 1. You agree at the very beginning of the game, are we doing this or are we not? And if you're not, you never put it in. And if you are, it starts from turn 1.
I can see that.
Thanks, because I talked a lot about that one too.
Okay. It was simple, man. I like blue-eyed women and breakfast food.
I don't care what color their eyes are.
Bam loves women named Jessica too.
Negative. There's been too many court cases around that. We're done.
Oh my. Well, if you live a full life, that might happen to you.
It's happened a couple times. Legit.
Jason, one time the police were called.
There were 2 times the police was called.
I'm confused because
I was the police.
I know. The police are already here.
Yeah. It's nothing like having all your buddies show up at your house on a call because there's a woman on the front porch screaming and the neighbors called in.
Oh man. All right, as far as the game state goes, your berserkers are cleaning out orcs. Is this yeah, his berserkers are cleaning out orcs. And he's got the exalted champion over there, right? Exalted champion still in action?
He's right here.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
Question. He has 2.
2 left?
Yep.
I think I'm gonna use 2, but
So Steven's gonna interrupt.
I can kill. He's your warlord as well, right?
Yes.
I think I'm gonna
So
do
clockwise,
it
guys,
over there.
since he's interrupted, you may want to move the clock over to Steve's time.
Take a knob. Put it on 3s. Take 1.
Steven's interrupted, so he can clean up a demon prince, or at least try to.
What is it? Or that's right, because the one guy. I don't know if I should have done this. No, 1.
Won't
Down
be,
one.
Left.
won't be enough. Leaves him on 1
Nope.
wound. So
Okay.
you spent 2 command points
Do
and
the demon
45
prince.
seconds or so of time to take what 1 wound off of a prince. Yeah,
He's got
no,
2
no.
left though, so now he's down to 1.
Yeah, he's down to 1.
So 7.
Over
Minus
here.
2.
Oh, here.
2 damage each.
Good job.
Oh, worry about this. Okay.
Oh god. He's what let the demon prince make the charge.
Oh.
Yeah.
You
And I couldn't
should.
see him, so I didn't know to pull him because I'm on the side of the board. So yeah.
That demon prince over there.
Sure.
Shame. Anybody else find that really
Yeah, that
tall
was
nun ringing the shame bell kind of
Yeah.
5.
shame? Shame, shame. Yeah, that'd be a good one.
This is all they've lost
And
this turn.
if you don't already have
Okay,
the
where
that's
am
what I drink and I know things,
Roll.
you do. So whenever
Choose
anybody says something
4
really
more dead.
insightful,
It's 3.
you can be like,
yeah.
that's
Huh?
what I do.
He's
That's
strength,
that's
uh,
what was on my
six,
T-shirt.
And I
Oh,
know
yeah,
things.
sorry.
Yeah.
But it's still.
Yeah.
Okay. 4, 5, 7, 8, 9.
This World Eaters list has a fair amount of resilience in it and redundancy. Thousand Suns, sorry. I mean, the guys doing the work are the freaking World Eaters, aren't they?
No, he brought World Eaters.
Yeah, he's got World Eaters too.
Yeah.
He's just primary.
Berserkers, fool.
But he's brought World Eater Berserkers.
He did. They were in the write-up.
Or was it 3? Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah, get it
I
right.
mean, that's
dude.
what he
We'll
does.
take a wound on the knob.
He drinks and he knows
knows
things.
things.
Yep.
That was me knowing things and
Right.
drinking. My
Um,
birthday beer.
Those are all my charges, so that'll be my first.
Yeah, I mean,
actual
even though
activation
he's
over there.
declared himself as like a Thousand Suns army,
he was not
There's a
Turn.
detachment of World Eaters.
So just
Yeah.
eyeball
And the
experience.
How many
detachment-
CPs do the orc have?
I have 2 left.
2. We
2
both
left
have
for the
2.
chat.
right?
So he hits.
But he's getting to the point in time. Like I'm assuming he's gonna save them for his looters,
dead.
right? Shoot twice. But I don't know what else he's
That's
gonna
why I
have them
shouldn't.
for.
I should have had I could have had a full round of blue dust.
Alright. And that is all my.
Everyone here is going to.
So the clock is switched back to Steve's
2
time.
wounds. No.
Steven's time.
On.
Okay. Minus 1 AP.
Force.
Ghost. No one else can swing. So that's it. Oh, and Knob. Sorry, my bad. For the war boss. Choose. Comes on choose. Rerolling.
It's and clockwise. I'm gonna
Take
keep talking
5.
about this
Take
probably until this
6.
game is over. But clockwise, that's another thing. Like Steven was like, "Oh, I'm done." Clicked it over to
Does he blow
Jeff's
up?
time. Realized that he had something else to do. Clicked it back to his own time himself. He didn't just wait for like Jeff to realize the clock should.
Okay.
And that's what you have to.
You know what?
You have to be
We're
willing to
almost
do
done.
that.
I'm gonna
And
command
it's
point that
not
to
Alright.
close up.
chess-like behavior. You don't
Okay.
don't click the clock back to yourself because you don't ever have more than one action to take.
Good?
Yep.
So he's dead. Now it's my turn.
Yep.
Their morale, they're going to be super low. I'm going to see if the knob keeps any of them.
So it's the end
Knob
of
keeps
the
himself.
top, and so we're looking in for
He's outside the
morale.
niche.
Steven's pulling a lot of casualties for
Yeah,
morale.
we might run away so that you don't get points. Oh, and then, so he would actually have gone over like this and piled into.
How do you
It's
get to
consolidate.
consolidate and pile in?
So I piled in,
Oh,
and then
I
he
gotcha.
died, and then I
Yep.
consolidated with
Yep.
advantage. It is on mine. Is there any? We don't do any scoring yet. So I just need to get a check.
We're looking at clock management. Jeff has 5 minutes, and Steven has 13 minutes remaining.
These guys are gonna. They're not gonna be able to see anything, right? we
But
said?
Jeff had the top of
Correct.
the turn, so that's about as
Gonna
much
go,
as I
like,
expect him to
2
have
inches
left.
outside this thing.
And the clock will run out in the next turn. And so then, like I said, and these guys can decide what they want to
guys
do or
are gonna
not.
stay
If
up
if you live and die by the clock, if they want to, then
So,
that's
like,
fine. If they want to
the
make a
guys that
gentleman's
can't see,
agreement
which I think is
and
just these
play
four,
out some more
Yep.
stuff,
walk out.
that's
Everyone
fine
else
too. Because,
Okay.
like we said before,
is in close combat. These
anything
guys
that
can go
both
do
players agree to
something,
do,
like,
you can kind of
we're
do.
gonna see what
Like
ability you guys can
until the TO comes in and says you can't do anything anymore.
So 6 base.
I like this
7,
mat, by
8,
the way.
9,
This
10
is a
inches.
nice
Okay.
one.
There we go.
So they're gonna be able to grab
Nice
that
and
guy.
vivid.
Do you count for
I
is
kinda
it
wish
vertical elevation
games
counts for holding
let
an
us
objective?
stream
'Cause
stuff
that's
with cooler
more than
looking
3 inches
mats
up that wall.
I don't know, man.
with battle boards. And
It'll
the
matter?
realm of battle
Yeah.
boards, like we got them painted up
Oh.
really nicely. Yeah.
Are we counting vertical distance for holding a objective?
I would say yes. You have to measure from the base to the objective.
So then, building's 4 inches up.
I'll have to go.
Yep.
Yeah, no, we have to do the realm battle boards, and then what's the name? I think it's
Within 6 of all the
the name
boss.
of the company.
okay.
I'll just have to do it on the chart.
The guy's name is Steve View, and they've got a company. They make resin bases and some other stuff like that. They're out of Kenosha,
not in the chart.
Wisconsin.
You have to do the pile.
They painted up their realm battle boards, 2 of them, because for the team
these guys are
tournament
gonna
we run 2
do it
tables,
that minute.
and they did a beautiful job with them. However, they're not vivid, and so they're just normal looking. And so when you put your models on them, they can kind of disappear a little bit more easily. But I'd really like to see like
He does.
most people's models have a darker color, and so a lighter colored mat underneath them would help people. Like with the top down, you'd be able to see where the models are a lot better.
Guys, you
So
don't
like
have
a
warp
snow
time
mat.
if he dies?
Correct.
So he's 18
Yeah, I mean, I think snow mats are really good, or when those really light desert mats.
There.
And this is just a consideration for stream. Like if you're trying to figure out where a unit is, I mean, either you have a guy who's like constantly
15.
scribbling on the screen and be like, oh, these guys are here and these guys are here.
Change.
Objectives should be on the
Good.
ground
Yep.
floor. That's the way they ended up playing them, and so since they played them that way,
Except for this guy.
I mean, on the
One.
ground floor in that building would be in that
Goes
building, but they're
7,
not
or-
playing
yeah,
it
so
that you
10
can go
inches.
in that one. So that's the game state they agreed to.
He's hiding right on the outside.
Oh,
He's on the bottom.
oh, he's on the bottom.
Toss is in. Try to grab these 2 objectives. These guys will advance. Cocked. 2. So like.
Okay.
And
It's
that
not what
objective.
you think it is. It's
all right.
It's
So then on
distilled
to
from a
psychic.
mash. Mash is this.
We're going to
the flavor
do
doesn't really come through. It's really
smite with this guy.
Alright.
Goes off on a 13.
I can.
Got a
Yeah,
pumpkin
so
on
he
it,
takes
though. I was
2.
curious if that make me a basic white.
Passes 1.
I don't, but it doesn't. Like, it's
3
it's
left.
really weird.
And you take 5.
It's from
Okay.
Milwaukee. It's great.
And these guys
They
still
do.
should be with an
They
18.
always sell
Yep.
out of it.
This guy's gonna cast. 7 goes off on
It's
like a
more
9.
young whiskey
Okay,
with a little
Armin?
bit of spice.
Nope. Okay. Please take 1. This guy's gonna cast. That goes off on a 8.
Armin?
And then I can't do anything really against them. I can just shoot them.
We're
Alright,
just
so I'm
in,
going
took the
to-
family to
so these 4 move.
Cleveland
Let's see
for
my number of
vacation.
Buddha
Took my
shots.
youngest son to
Right
visit some
there.
colleges out there, and had a whiskey OYO,
Armin's less than
like literally OYO,
No.
and
7.
amazing stuff,
I'm gonna use my
fantastic
last command
stuff.
point.
Not distributed. Not only is it not distributed outside of Ohio, it's barely
Yes.
distributed. Like it's made in Columbus, I think. It's still in Columbus. It's barely distributed outside of like whatever. So
So
I've got a
not gonna
friend
bother
who's in,
Alright, so that doesn't go off.
in Ohio, and he's
So
looking
number of
for-
shots on the
he's looking
Ludas.
for it for me.
2,
Want
take
some
it.
of
These guys are definitely closer, so we're going to do. I'm not going to spend 2 to even more DACA.
Well, oh yeah, it's the squad that has to be closer. Not,
Yeah.
Is it not physical models that have to be closer?
It is the model, so maybe not everyone. 15. These guys.
So from that red hat back,
Yes.
right?
So this guy can shoot. Those
Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 have to go
Okay.
somewhere else.
Yep.
So 8 there, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I wasn't even talking.
Five.
I get
six,
my mic
7,
turned
8,
down when I'm
9.
not even
Okay.
talking.
Armon.
Okay.
Going to be. I'm going to do these 8 separate. They're going to be hitting on 6s.
That's why you're beta, Jace.
So,
He might be beta
Oh.
Jason, but he has his hands on the
Oh, yeah?
knobs.
Get his
So
hands
he
on my
is-
knob
he
again.
is
His
diagonal.
tiny little
He is
Asian
minus 1 to
hands
hit.
on my
He
knob.
just has a 3 up and ball.
He's just okay, so going after Armon. Then.
Yep.
Okay, so it's only 1 hit, which explodes. Oh, I reroll 1s as well. Roll that one. Doesn't explode, so I just get 1 hit on Armon with them. 1 will.
Oh. Okay.
Takes 2.
Down to 1.
Okay, and then this is going to be the other. 7, 8,
These?
9, 10. No, this is the guys that didn't move
Oh, okay.
at Armon. Take 3. 1, you don't care. Toast.
What's the command point situation?
He's out, and I've got 2.
Okay.
And then he said 8 over at them.
Yep.
So 3, 6, 10, 12, 14, 16.
Yep.
1s, no 1s, no 5s. 1 additional. Take 1.
-2.
Minus 1.
-1. Force.
Okay. I'm going to spend 2 to shoot twice.
Okay.
And I'm going to fire everything into them.
Yep.
So there's going to be
So
16
he's out of command points now.
plus 5.
If he'd not interrupted in that last round, which turned out to not to be worth it, he would have had 2 more command points to sit on. But he doesn't, so that might make a difference.
Steve is also approaching 5 minutes.
Pretty good.
5 minutes for this death clock.
Yeah, and that's
add
another
3.
thing for the clock thing too. It's like
Oh, no 1.
technically Jeff has made
4.
some saves. Like what is it
Oh,
worth?
sorry, no, I don't
15
have-
seconds, 10 seconds,
Wait.
but it's not. They haven't switched the
Sorry.
clock. He's been making his saves quickly, pulling his stuff quickly. So Steven's clock continues to run,
3, 6,
but
9, 14.
okay, he runs out of time. But Jeff has done things on Steven's time that technically I would think the clock could be switched for, but he's done them quickly, he's executed them quickly, he's pulled models quickly, so
Okay.
what? You know, it comes back. I think,
Okay.
and I think it
So it's
should come
squatted,
back to
close
like
enough.
this is the way the game is supposed
Right.
to be played.
So
And at the end of the
into-
day,
I've gotten
it's
4
like
characters with max
gentleman's
stats,
agreement
fingers.
sort of stuff.
All right, so then assault phase. I'm going to do these guys are going to declare them.
Okay.
And they'll also declare. And they'll also declare this guy.
3, 4,
So,
5, 6.
the clock is switched for Overwatch, as it definitely should. 'Cause it's gonna be more dice rolling, even though Overwatch dice rolling is kind of sad.
You can choose not to do Overwatch though.
You can choose
Yeah.
not to do
Nothing.
Overwatch. That is true.
7, 8. So
Overwatch is
here.
one of those things where
So
I wish
counts.
you could just take the averages.
right.
And if you're firing a one-shot weapon, sure you can roll that one. But if you're shooting like 60 shots in Overwatch, just
So
just take the
going
averages.
7, 8.
Here's
up,
10
going.
hits. Like congratulations, you're like always reliably gonna get 10 hits out of it. Let's move along.
Have to even go with the.
But again, I mean the rules just aren't written that way.
These guys are going into them as well as the cultists. An Overwatch. 10. I'm gonna make sure to grab this objective. Go here.
Stay in coherency.
Off the knob there. Right. And then I won't even charge here. You'll just have an extra.
Roll a
nothing
taste?
I can do about it.
All right.
All right.
It's really
so
interesting. So
first, I'll do charging.
None of
here.
this comes
1, 2,
through, but
3,
that's
4,
what's made
5,
of.
6. Pile up. This. Get 7, 8. That's 24.
What happens when
So,
you run out of
yeah.
time?
14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
okay. So I guess they're coming up on we're gonna run out of time. Like how much more time? Like we're gonna put more time on
Technically,
the
one of these
clock, so
guys
what are
should
we
be
gonna
AP2, but I don't care. 2, 4,
They're getting
6,
close. I
8,
think they're
10.
both under 5 minutes. Okay, but you said they can have more time, and we started it exactly when like officially 40 minutes.
These guys have a 6 up, right?
5 up.
Cultists?
Yeah.
But we
Cultists
didn't
don't
do
have a
3
5
hour start time.
Sorry, but they,
You
no,
implemented
they
it
have a
at
6
40
up.
minutes. You implemented it at 40 minutes.
And I have +1 to wound, and I forgot to even do that.
Yep.
So 7 die.
3, 7.
Sorry, I'm not
No,
trying to
you're
be.
fine. You're good.
Okay,
Are we? Is this the end of the round? What? Is it
we're
clock
we're getting
pause?
there. Bottom of 3.
Is the clock running right now?
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
it's running on
Yep.
mine. These
You're good.
guys are gonna pile in here.
Yep.
And you should be able to claim that. Get 5 there to your 4.
Do they have OPSEC?
These guys do not.
Mine
actually,
do.
So you got it. All right. War boss. Actually, I guess technically I have to do these guys. We're gonna swing.
Yeah.
2 there,
At
4
the end
there.
of the day, like winning a game of 40K based on how a clock runs.
These are AP2. So
When
Oh,
it's
yep.
clear that
Good
both
cultist.
players have taken time when they needed it, moved quickly when they needed to,
AP anything?
so like that. It's just
You good?
don't get me wrong. Like if you walk up to the 3 guys who just stall and
cultist.
hem and haw and stuff like that, and
Yep.
one of those guys loses because their clock runs out. Cool, that's fine because that's punitive actually.
Oh, so I put cultist
Um,
back?
yeah.
But
and,
players who have sincerely engaged in the
You save.
game through the entire game,
2 more.
been
On
decisive,
him?
Yep.
rolled their
Fixes?
dice quickly, pulled models quickly,
Down to 3.
to lose on time instead of on the natural result of the game is
Yep.
it's a
So
it's a bad
then
taste.
Eh,
4,
get good.
Get
morale?
good.
Oh wait.
Yep.
That's 2 dead cultists. And 1
I
dead
mean,
cultist.
and really,
if you want.
like a weird thing is, then when you get down into
Yeah.
low time, all you do is just say, "I'm done,"
Yep.
and you press the clock, and your
There we go.
opponent's
It's
got
into my turn.
your opponent's got
Or
4
I guess
minutes
we
now.
I guess we pause.
So now the
actually,
pressure,
because we
right,
need to do
Morale.
is
scoring
on the other
and
guy.
morale.
Yeah.
Now,
So
what is
morale
that? That's just gaming the
+5.
clock.
They're good.
It's not the game. You're like, you know what? I'm not going to do anything anymore because there's only 3 minutes left on your clock,
There,
and now you have to run
4d6.
through a whole turn. And now the guy's like, well, I'm not going to do anything. Now it's
D6.
your turn.
There's 1
How
left.
dumb
Or
is
2
that?
left. Sorry. They lost 7.
Yeah, but the final turn is going to run almost the same way. I'm going to
Seven.
do one thing
Cap.
that like
The
takes a
turn.
minute and a half, and I'm going to flip it back over to you. And if I'm winning, if
Like
I
that,
have
yeah,
the
no.
advantage in terms of points,
There's 4 there.
you're going to have to pressure your clock
11.
in the 3 minutes you have left or whatever it is to try to overcome that. And if you step over the, like if you're doing it and you step over the bounds of your clock, then you just lose.
Okay,
So-
so then we're okay, and then
So you have 16 per character. You have 5 for objectives this round. So what are the total scores between the two? Because your game is paused right now, right?
yep, we're
Okay.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Okay, so is that 30? Jeff, where are you at?
I'm at
And you can't blow up these anymore.
oh, that's for those
We've
already.
already got an 8.
8, and then whatever I'm at for assured destruction.
Yeah, so assured destruction, you've killed 1 squad of boys, 2 squads of boys. That's 400 points. Squads of grots, 60 points, 270, and then him, which is 70. So you've killed like 4 points.
Is that 540 or
5 points.
440?
Yeah.
540 points. So it'd
Yeah.
be translate into?
Oh, it rounds up. Okay. Even if it's under half,
50
it's 5 or 6 points then.
to the nearest. It's rounded to the nearest, so it is 5. 25 points.
So, Brandon?
Yes. So your turn.
Well, it's
wait.
not normal math, right? All right, is the clock running again?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
it's-
basically, I left a minute so that I have enough to just stand on objectives on my turn.
all right. So Steven's left himself a minute to move stuff, and there won't be anything else to resolve.
Yeah.
And-
Maybe I can do like psychic save.
Jeff has maybe 4 minutes.
Yeah. He's 101.
So Jeff is looking at what targets he's going to try to kill to maximize his kill points, right? And the way Renegade does this, it's for every 100 points worth of units are destroyed, you get 1 kill point, right? Or 1 victory point, whatever it's worth, and you round to the nearest. So if you kill 549 points worth of stuff, you get 5 kill points. If you kill 550, you get 6. And its units completely destroyed, but it's
Warp Bolter
so if you leave a guy hanging, if you leave 1 model on, you
think
haven't
you can
destroyed
only
that
shoot Ludus.
unit. You can't count it.
Sure.
So it's like kill points, but it
One.
helps balance out.
Bring 5, 4.
If you bring 4 knights to a
6?
game,
Oh, okay.
there's 4
Battle
kill
Temple.
points on the board traditionally. But one of them's worth 600 points, so it's actually 6 kill points.
These guys are all in close combat. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Worth and double tap, so 2, 4, 6, 8.
The copy stands were by the
2,
fireplace,
four, more.
fireplace thing
At the
this
grots.
morning.
Force.
3s actually. P2. 4.
Yep.
4 die.
I'm doing the first 2 games today. I can't do the third.
Assaulting.
Regrettably. No, I gotta
Okay.
go.
That demon
Otherwise,
prince
I
is
get
gonna
home
assault
at like
that
1
bike.
o'clock.
Sounds good. Overwatch? No, I'm not doing
No, I'm
Overwatch.
not the grandpa. He's the grandpa.
He's not.
I'm
hit,
just
that's
old.
not 5. These guys are on assault here.
Okay.
Now, I guess I'm gonna come back to you. If you're gonna play the chess clock, you implement it on turn 1
Okay.
immediately. I gotta keep hammering on this, right?
Okay, so
'Cause it's
I do agree with you on
It's
that.
just-
I think it's fine.
it just
pile in.
warps the end of the game. Yeah, you're already behind on time, but at
Alright,
least you
so
would have known
got
you were behind on time because you
1,
could
2,
always
3,
be
4,
checking the
5,
clock.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Alright, we are round 2 of Jason ranting about chess clocks.
15.
For the record, the Iron Halo
think I-
had chess clocks for the top 10 players, day 2.
Actually, I haven't started rolling yet. He's gonna
Starting
assault
round
that.
1.
Sure.
Yeah, so we did
Close.
at DEFCON. We did a time study for the top 16, and all of the games in the top 16 resolved satisfactorily.
This is on the Gray Squad.
We concluded,
Okay.
at least from that, we concluded.
Fives.
We're gonna have more meetings in
4.
between now and
Yep.
DEFCON, but we concluded that
That's 2.
frankly, by the time you
Knob
get to top
dies and 1
16,
dude.
the games are what they are, and,
Dude
and
left.
people play about as fast as they need to, including guys that are pushing hundreds of
Yep.
models,
All
like
right.
215, 225
Warboss
models.
has to swing. Take 4. Oh shit. Okay, you only take 3. Well, you still die.
He's dead. Did he blow up?
Okay. So, well, what am I doing right now?
Oh yeah. So
Alright,
put it back
pause.
over.
Okay. So is that the it?
Yeah, well, you have your
I'll
attacks here.
I'll swing here.
So
Take this many.
Oh, there's
Wound
a
on
cultist
2s.
over there yet.
Yeah. So take 3.
AP.
No, nothing. Dead.
the other thing is
And then
too, is
those
like
2
this
misses.
is the end of the game. under natural circumstances,
Um,
the thing is
That's
this:
my
they would
turn.
just agree. This is the last
Yeah.
round. We're going to
All right.
execute
So
everything
then
that
at
happens
the
here and
end,
just be
so
done.
what's the things that I need to do that matter?
well, we're just gonna we pause.
Okay. So, they're not in combat. I just need to score objectives,
But
right?
what matters more?
Correct.
A game
I
ending
need to
up the way
kill
it's
him
supposed
to get you out of my deployment.
or a game ending up on time?
I think the time adds
Can you do
additional
all that
skill
shooting in
to the game,
18 seconds?
and it makes it more exciting. I mean, look,
I-
Right.
Steve only has what 10 seconds left, 12 seconds left. He has to make moves, decisions to make that win the game.
I know.
That's really critical.
But they both know this is the last round, this is the last turn. It's not like he's going to sit here for 45 minutes and agonize over this stuff. He's like, this, and this, and it's going to be done. So what does the 10 seconds even matter anymore? It doesn't. And this
Take
and
to kill
in the
this.
history of 40K, this is the way games turn out
So,
all the time. They just
so are we doing this? Do I get extra time or what? Because like, if I get 2 minutes, I can kill this demon prince.
they theory it out, they talk about it, they agree.
I have
Yep, these
18.
are the things that are
Okay.
going to happen.
All right. Well, here we
And
go.
the
So we
clock
did our
adds
scoring.
this extra
Or
thing
we'll
where
do
you
it
have
at
to
the end of
decide,
the
like, am I
battle
an
round.
asshole?
Battle round. All
Or am I
right. Here we
not?
go.
Jason, get good. I'm telling you. Like,
Totally
learn to
not.
play
I don't
with
think
it. It's the
It's
way of
not.
the future.
All right.
Hey,
They're the closest.
It's not. It doesn't have to be. And so
If
it's
you
not.
if you want to play in your garage with your
Take
slow
two.
homies,
The only thing
Yep.
that's the way of the future is things that have to be. Everything else is a
Take
choice.
2.
I think
Oh, I
guys
was trying to
game the
deny it.
system for way
I
too
don't
long
think I did. I don't know what you got.
I
But
got an 8.
and
Okay.
show up at
So
tournaments
take
with armies
one-
that
or sorry,
take
we gotta take
forever to get
one.
through turn
The last
3 turns.
guy is off on an 11.
And the other thing too is like,
Take
so then
3.
the
Okay.
guy who like
so down to
is
you did 1,
down on
2,
his
1,
And
3.
I did
So he's
7.
at 1.
the other guy,
All right, and I'm out of
Does he
time with a
really
1 wound
wanna
demon
win that
prince
way?
in my deployment zone.
I
With
know
my
I
entire
don't.
army
I do
standing
not.
there.
I've seen people win worse ways.
But
That seems a
but
little
this
silly.
way
Oh, and
You
then
can
this
win by
guy
playing
needs-
Yanari.
This
Yeah.
I've seen that a couple times today. Yesterday actually, I saw it a couple times.
So you can switch that.
Yep. Okay. Oh, and then we score at the end. So I think I maxed my. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I blow it up, but I guess.
Well, you blew it up.
Do I
You
blow
blew
it
it
up?
up
Okay,
once.
so
It's
yeah.
done.
So I just get 4 then.
Yep.
So that puts me at 9.
You were 7 short before,
I'm 3 short now.
right? Because
Yeah.
you can't get any more character points.
No.
So you're only killing the
I
demon
have
prince.
a 1
to-
wound demon prince.
to
my deployment
prevent
zone
him
that's
from
preventing
killing
me from
you.
getting 2 points and giving him 2.
All right. So you're at 37. Did you
No,
score
I'm
anything at
at
the end of that?
35.
What?
At 35.
35.
Yeah.
Okay. Jeff, did you score anything at the end of that turn?
So literally, I have these attacks, which will get me points, and
If,
that
if
charge
Ben
on
comes
that guy.
back, I'm asking about that because that's just so silly.
No,
Like,
no.
no offense, dude.
Oh,
But like,
that's fine.
I literally can kill you like 5 different ways with like Grotz maybe able to bring him down if I had time.
Right.
Because
No,
he
but-
has 1 wound left.
No, but
Yeah.
so the way the clock rules go, if you had chosen to extend your turn and you had run out of time, then it flips to you can only make saving throws.
Yeah.
Immediately, your turn would just end, and so really what it means is just in the rules that they've established, the way they're running them, what you're looking at right now on the table is probably what you'd be looking at anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So now, if he chooses to engage you and get in combat, and on his turn, and you kill him on his
No,
turn,
I can't roll.
You can roll saves.
you can roll saves
Yeah, I can't
forever.
hit him back.
Oh, you have no time left.
No.
Yeah. So it's don't get me wrong. We're in the first. We're in the first generation, the first season,
Yeah.
the first year of working with the clock.
Yeah, if you could. All right, but do your turn, sort of. Like,
Oh yeah.
if he says no, then we'll just go with the result.
Okay. So
And
it
then,
wasn't actually paused before.
so Jeff's clock is running, Steven, just so I can ask you, like, what is his score? Like, are you?
I think I'll have it anyway.
You'll have it, but you won't have a max score.
There's that.
Right.
And because of the way that the Renegade is running their day 2 tournament, not only do you want to go 3-0 on day 2, but you need essentially to max points because probably the first tiebreaker is going to be those battle points.
Yeah.
Okay.
And honestly, possibly I should have just been like, nope, and gone to another and had 10 seconds left and gotten another scoring to max
Alright.
3.
Psychic.
Okay.
Wait.
Oh,
Love.
can't deny.
2.
2.
Like,
Do I get feel no pains at least?
yeah,
That's
you get saves.
So 2.
Technically, feel no pains
5.
aren't saves, but if you're
Yeah.
not being an asshole,
Yeah.
you
Bolter.
get to roll those.
Okay.
Hits. Wounds.
Still a grot.
Yep.
Okay.
That one.
Oh, that one.
The good one.
And
you're
I'm
out of
time.
time.
Yep.
So now you both get to stand there and roll saving throws against
No,
each
he
other.
didn't make it into combat. He didn't roll the dice.
No, I'm
Saving
saying
throws.
for
Yeah.
according to the rules of the tournament, you could stand here for eternity and roll saving throws versus each other.
Yeah.
That
And
is kind of dumb.
And
Yeah.
again, it's there's some dumb at the end of the game.
Yeah.
And I think that like
And
I
I
said,
feel like,
we're-
and it's silly because we spent 10 minutes arguing about 60 seconds.
I know, man, I know. But we're in the
Not really
first year of it.
arguing, but
We're in the
not really.
first
Discussing, yeah.
iteration, and hopefully there's some better common sense stuff
Okay,
that comes
so-
out of it.
My points that I get at the end of the game. Line breaker.
Yep.
I don't get hold the line.
Nope.
Didn't get solo blood.
Nope.
So I get 2 points from that. I had
Stuff that's dead is 1, 2, 3 Grotz gods. So that's 90. Necrot is 70, so 160. Killed 2 of the boy squads, which are 215.
60,
And
430, 160, and 430, right?
so
590.
700.
160 and 430 is 590.
90, so 600.
so 6 points.
Yeah.
Okay. So 6, 8, 2. So 16 points total.
For you, for your primaries.
Yeah. Well, for my score overall.
Right. Oh, yeah, 'cause you got 8, and then we just said 7, right?
Oh yeah.
So 15.
Plus
Line breakers.
Line breakers.
1
Two more?
is 1
2.
or 2.
You can I'll double check real quick. I think it was 2.
Then I'll play the because solo blood's 2.
Solo
Play the
Blood's
warlord
4.
is
Solo Blood's 4.
or 4.
And like
Play the
so
warlord's 2, and then 1 for each of the other
Okay.
ones.
There you go.
So 7, 8, 15, 16.
Yeah, solo
Points.
forward, line breaker,
So
straight up.
we ended a
Slay
little silly
warlord
thing
2.
coming to the end here.
Hold the line straight up.
Yeah. How do we resolve that? Okay.
So we're just SOL.
All right.
Oh, you're fine.
All right, gentlemen. That's
Great
it's
game.
an interesting
game, man.
and even
Yeah.
game. You guys are good sports, though. I appreciate it.
Tried.
Yeah.
Weird.
man.
Yeah. Final score,
35,
you,
16.
yeah.
No, 36. The online break.
So we're gonna talk to you for a couple minutes down at this end.
All right, there you have it. Final score: the Orcs pulled it off.
You missed on.
Steve with the
Yeah,
Orcs
say the
at 36.
The only
Jeff
point
with the
you
Thousand
missed.
Suns at
Hold the line.
16.
1 point.
Yep.
So 30.
No, but on his other side,
on
he
his- on
didn't
my
generate
max.
enough.
Did I max?
You max sabotage.
Did?
Well, you had 12 points. Got 3, and then
I got.
all that, this, that
Okay.
for a scoring round, or for 2 scoring rounds.
Yep.
So that's
3.
4, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, so
And then I got. And then first turn, I had that.
11
Oh.
and 16, 27.
11. So that's 12.
I think that's what it is. Yeah.
So 12 and 16 is 28
28 now.
plus 7 more.
35.
35. Yeah. Okay.
35.
So if you guys come down here and say you're on camera, is that okay?
Sure.
All right, cool.
16.
All right, Steven, since you're here, mistakes you made with the new army? Top 3? I think you made more than 3.
Yeah. I think I just need to work on how to position the Ludas with the grot screens. Still think I have there hitting it. I think that's gonna.
Did the grass screens get cut through?
No, it didn't. But I was worried that it could have if it went another turn and I didn't make all my charges where I needed to.
And if I had made that first charge,
Yeah,
the Zangor,
then it
I
might
would
have.
have slaughtered probably 3 squads of grots in one.
Yeah, so
Close combat.
that's what I've done better about putting like just one squad in front. That's definitely 3 inches. I got
Yeah.
lucky in that you couldn't assault the Ludas.
Mm-hmm.
But if you had been a little bit, he makes that charge, kills the grot screen, double swings into Ludas, then like that might be the game. So
And rules as they stand right now, right? The Zangor is using Dark Crystal.
Yes,
So, but you didn't.
I did not, because my warp time was on the other side of the board.
Okay. Yeah.
Which is, I've been playing around with doing warp time on my Demon Prince for himself, or arm onto buff somebody else, which I'm probably going to switch to doing it on Armon.
Okay. Yeah. So you ended up with a 9-inch charge, which you failed.
An 8.
With warp time or
8
an
inch charge.
8 inch.
Briarhorn gives me +1.
Briarhorn. So, but with warp time, you would have been in for sure.
Yep.
Yeah, I think if he had warp time and gone into, and that's what I mean. I left myself open. There was no reason for me to be up there. I should have just deployed all the Ludas right against the back and just did
Back
jump.
of the building.
Not even in the building, like.
Oh yeah.
On the backpack.
Yeah, like.
They do have a 48-inch range, right? Which is
Right,
surprising
but-
to people.
So if I put, well, I hope the camera can see me here, but if I put like 10 Ludas here and then just put like 12 back there, I can hide one grot screen the other. Even if
Yep.
I go second, and then I'm out of that range of getting warp time, Dark Crystal.
Shenanigans.
So I should have deployed that. I got lucky. His dice failed him when it's
pretty good. They do work.
They, throughout the tournament, they've done.
I don't think they did
Spectacular.
well this
Not
game.
this
though.
game, though.
Yeah, Warboss
Well,
cleaned
I
up.
can only chew through so much grots with
Yeah.
so many grots with it.
They're not well used against grots, right?
No.
They're
But
they're actually not bad
they
because they're
killed-
3 damage. They're getting through and killing Ludas and still killing a lot of grots with it. Yeah.
Them in the first round.
So you actually target the Ludas and you let him run.
He has
run
to
the ones.
roll, because he has to roll to save for whatever save he does. It's 3 damage. So then he rolls on a 2+ for all 3. So if he rolls a 1, kills a Luda and 2 grots.
Oh.
It's really like it kind of works out pretty close to me getting a 4-up save to save a Luda, and definitely 2 to 3 grots are dying.
Definitely.
So like,
It's an interesting. I
Yeah.
feel like it's working out in an interesting. Anything else? Like you put your, like I play Chaos too, right? You put your Exalted Champion over here, but you put your Dark Apostle over there.
Mhm.
You ever run them?
I try to, but I usually have too much going on different sides of the board that they don't. I need the Berserkers in other places,
Mm.
and I run full Rhinos, so I can't. I don't have enough room to put both in one ride.
Sure. Anything else you guys want to say about the game?
I think I do agree with you on the chess clock. I mean, that was obviously the biggest thing.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Wrong.
yeah. I think it definitely was because I think the game would have ended much more normally and naturally without it in this case.
Yeah.
Or if we were either at the beginning, I think we would have hustled and gone through. We wouldn't have
Right.
gotten to an hour. Like, oh shit, we have 45 minutes left. Like, we
Mhm.
wouldn't have gotten to that point.
Right.
You would have actually started to say, well, this is actually not an effective thing I'm doing. It's not really impactful. I'm gonna
Right.
skip this.
Yeah.
And then you would have ended up in the later rounds. So, chess
And
clocks
we were
for-
mic'd up. We need another 15 minutes to have our normal game.
Mhm.
Like 100% 15 minutes. would have
Simus
been
Malice
fine.
in the chat. You are correct, sir.
Does he say get good?
No,
Oh, what
because
is
you agreed to it.
Yeah, no. Well, the clock has to be agreed to.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's not. It's an imposition that comes from the outside.
Yeah.
They could have said no, we don't want it, but they were like, yeah. And if one of them says, yeah, we want to put a clock on it, then it is what it is. One of the ideas is that when the clock hits 0, then it just reverts back to a gentleman's agreement. It's just, hey man, do you want to like either theory hammer this out to a natural conclusion? Do you want to just say only moves that matter get made, or do you just want to say, listen, this has been really unenjoyable? And,
I would
and
actually agree
want
with
to
that,
move on
Jason.
with my life. You lose. Yeah,
Yeah, and if we had gotten to the end and been like, all right, look, everything here's gonna kill a Demon Prince, I grab these, you would have been like, yeah, and then you know what I mean? Like it would have taken 30 seconds. I mean, maybe you would have, but I don't think you would've.
Natural conclusion. You would
Has-
have gotten 40 points.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I don't even need a full natural conclusion. I just needed 4 turns.
I think
Well, there was only 3 turns left.
No, I mean the 4 turns
Oh,
total.
yeah,
Like I
yep.
just needed a 4-turn game
Yep.
game to get max.
Right.
I didn't even need a 5 or 6.
Yep.
Like,
And I think as far as 40K is concerned, like a natural conclusion, even if it's theory hammered out, has to take precedence over a clock. And if you want to get out of that chair and come up here, you can just say no or do it. Go.
Get
Well, that
good.
and the other thing is everybody's trying to adjust points and round times and this and that to make games come to 5 turns, 6 turns.
Yeah.
But it's highly dependent on the armies that are playing each other.
Yeah.
and
You
we
know,
did spend 15 minutes having to get a judge over a renegade only ruling of 2 rows. Which,
Right.
if we didn't have that, we have a natural conclusion.
Right. That too.
So
2.2.
I think if Steve's book is around a little bit more and he plays with it, it's going to be easier for him to get through
Yeah.
more efficiently. I do think time clocks are here, so you can wind for hours on end or not, but they're not going away.
They're standard.
no, I mean
19 now,
Jason's
right?
not saying that they shouldn't
Yeah.
exist at all. They should just be at the beginning.
I'm just giving Jason shit.
It
Right.
should just be flat.
They should
All
be at the
games.
beginning.
Yeah.
They should be all game. But when they do hit that, then it should come back to the players. The clock shouldn't be like, you have lost this game. It should come back to player and like, you know what, man? Like I've seen you all game long.
Well,
You've been moving as quickly as
I
you
think
can.
you
You've been
debate the
efficient.
fact that not necessarily the clock lost you the game, but you not playing the clock properly lost you the game.
And the clock's a new thing too.
Most
So
of the game had passed by the time
correct.
you play the clock.
Yeah.
And it's not like, I mean, what, we finished, you had like a minute left, I had 0. Like,
Yeah.
it's not like,
It was close.
it's
Yeah,
not like,
it
I mean,
was.
my game, the one day I played against Jared Friedman, and he's a good dude, but doesn't get through his games. I was getting tabled, and I was like, I have almost an hour left on my clock, and you're done.
No, that's not good.
Like, well, then at that point though, I am like, yeah, you lose.
You
Like, you don't get to take
Right.
2 hours of the game.
I just think
like,
this is competitive 40K. It's not garage 40K.
Mhm.
It's not local club 40K. And you have to, the environment you're in, you have to play to it. And if that's
Yep.
part of the packet and it's in the rules,
So
get good.
what about 2 things? One, the clock is on the table from the beginning for
Okay.
your top 16 or your top 10.
No,
or
I've
whatever
already
you got.
conceded. I think that
Sure.
that's a good idea. If you're going to start with it, just start with it.
The
Yep.
second thing is this: if
Yeah.
if both players are within a certain percentage
still
of each
10
other,
Oh.
then the clock kind of
Right.
like
No, it started at 8.
isn't
So 11,
worth
so
isn't
we're
as
20
important
minutes into it.
anymore. And the natural conclusion is, he's like 1,000% better than his opponent in terms of clock management. And the clock's been, I'm talking about in clock management, not and I'm talking
I
about
know.
his game against the other guy, not you. I'm just saying like that disparity is incredible. And so then the clock is like, nope, the clock just decides the game. But if you're within a certain percentage of each other, like why wouldn't
Right.
the player, it would
And-
come back to the players.
The other thing is, forks are going to change the meta of the game, and the clock itself is going to change the meta of the game in competitive play. Going to move it away from horde armies, bring back maybe an elite
playing
heavy.
the mass dice.
Yep.
So,
Were you rolling math today?
we did not use it.
Yeah, I was surprised you didn't use dice.
He
app.
didn't really come up too often, right?
You know,
You
like
were-
that's the thing. He talked about players agreeing. You know, I
haven't figured
I
out how
bet
to
you this
use
guy
the
would,
dice
if you
app.
just said, "Hey, can I use my dice app?" He probably would have been cool.
Yeah.
I
Let's
haven't
get
figured
it
out how
on.
to use the dice app with the Ludas though, and that's what takes time.
Yeah.
Because it's like, all right, these reroll 1s, 5s, like I've tried it. Like
It's the thing,
faster to do it. out
You know,
with dice.
my thing. I don't know. There's an old saying: "It's you train like you fight." And if you practice with these elements and play, when you show up at the tournament and these elements come into the game, you handle it well.
Mm.
You know, so if you train with your dice app, you train with your chess clock, you know you might be in this situation again, so you might have a buddy like, hey, drop a chess clock on me, and just learn to play with those
Right.
things.
Well, I mean,
I
like,
mean, I think it's part of the competitive scene.
I spent 30 minutes with an app and dice and tried to do one faster, and I was like,
Yeah.
the dice were just faster when I
Yeah,
was
when he's
doing
talking
the
about
Ludas.
when he's talking
Like,
about mass dice, this is an idea that I've been working on since this past spring, and I've been talking to Steven because he helps me out at Adepticon, and that is this idea that if you're rolling, we're trying to find like the break point.
Mhm.
If you're rolling like 40 dice or more, instead you roll like 20 dice, but you multiply by 2 every result, because instead of trying to like a million dice, you roll like a handful of dice that you can actually roll. You can actually pick through all of your results, and then you just multiply the final result by 2 to get your your
But that's
successful
one of those
result.
things. If that's going to be the rule, you have to do it across the board.
No, I know,
Or
but
else
it's not something GW has never even considered this, and it would end
pulls
up
a lot of
being.
I
statistics out
did
of the
it.
game, though.
Well,
It-
I did
it-
a ton of it against the night
Right.
player. I did the whole time. We were just like, hey, my whole boy squad goes. I'm like, I got 180 attacks, and I was like, how about I just roll 30 and multiply times 6? Okay, did it. Got through the game in.
Well,
2
yeah, if
hours.
you
like,
you agree to it in that instance.
Yeah.
yeah.
Against the knight,
Yeah.
that's one thing, but I
Well,
There's
I wasn't rolling that against you, right? I was splitting it apart.
Right.
I was like 20 here, 30 there.
Mhm.
I think 30 to 40. It's
right.
I think it's whatever. If you can get 30 is the wound roll. I think that was my cutoff. So that's like 45.
So you have to
hits.
roll enough hit dice so that when you get to your wound pool, you're still
rolling
running about 30.
30-ish.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, statistically, like, if you roll really bad or really well, and you're trying to like multiply the results instead of just rolling every
Mhm.
single die, somewhere around 40 dice or so is when it becomes noticeably different.
Mm-hmm.
And then honestly, for the rest of it, it's just like, yeah, this is about the way it turns
Right.
out. It actually pushes things more towards the middle, and it only makes the absolute swings a little
Mhm.
bit more noticeable. And yeah, if you're rolling all 180 dice, you're gonna hit the average.
Yeah. Well, we're not going to solve 40K today.
Yeah, I know.
So
We're gonna try to.
though.
orcs are 4-0.
Yep.
Hopefully you recover from this round. Get a good showing.
All right,
So thanks for coming
Thank
on
you.
the stream.
Thanks, guys.
great game.
Thanks for playing. Good player.
Thank you.
Congrats on your win.
And you guys know when the next round is?
Soon.
Was that? Next game will be at 1 p.m. Central Time. Is that right? Okay.
What?
Oh,
Yeah,
so we
but
have an
it's
hour and a half.
35 minutes. 1 p.m. is actually 30. Probably noon. 35 minutes.
Okay. 12 Central Time.
I was like, man,
Sounds
we were
about
arguing about 10 seconds. We had an
I'm
hour and a
operating
half
off
lunch
of,
break.
low rent info here. So 35 minutes. We'll be
You
back
really get
here.
to lick
We'll have the
your
next
wounds
round
if you
going.
lost.
Round 5 of the Renegade Open. Go like, subscribe, Iron Halo TV.